Ho!
Ho!
Oh, you got your
Did the eclipse happen?
Oh,
I got eclipse glasses on and I can't see
it's
nothing.
black. They're literally black.
I'm eclipsed here.
You cannot see through
Is this
them
what it's
at
going to be
all.
like tomorrow? When all of our animals go blind from staring at the sun?
My animals
and
will
the
be safely
rapture
inside.
happens? If I'm wearing these tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to see 2 feet in front of me, let alone the sun's...
So
don't drive in them.
Yeah, so you're only... It actually says on the side, like, do not move or drive while wearing these glasses.
I think I was told today that welding masks are
Yeah.
less than these.
Yeah.
That sounds high.
I don't know if you noticed, but a welding machine is not as bright as the sun.
It's right in front of you, though. The sun's like 20 feet away. The welding
sun
machine's
is 20 feet away.
Whatever it is.
20 light.
Hi.
Hello.
We are
Hello, everybody.
Farpoint Toys and Collectibles.
We have
I'm
names. We have
Justin.
names. We have
Oh,
names.
with names.
Yeah.
Hold on. They're
Hold
barking
on.
at me.
The person behind that, we're not going to name him today.
Oh.
There you go. Penelope, that went fast. We are Farpoint Toys and Collectibles.
We are.
We're going to talk about things like eclipses and toy shows.
And our sponsor of today.
And
we also have some toy show news.
A lot of sponsoring going on.
There's so much happening today.
I feel like this is an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting with all the sponsoring we have.
I feel like I'm literally going to die on this stream. Selena made a really great point. She asked me if I have allergies, and I don't know. But
Selena is behind the counter. You'll hear her disembodied voice.
Makes sense. Because I'm not sick. There's something wrong with me, but I'm not sick.
And my seasonal allergies kicked in very late in life. I didn't have them at all until I was late 30s and didn't have them seriously until mid 40s.
I have had post-nasal drip all week so bad that it's made me cough and lose my voice.
That feels like allergies to me.
She thinks it's allergies. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm no doctor.
Anyway, believe it or not, this is a claim sale when we're not choking or wearing glasses, eclipse glasses. We are Farpoint Toys and Collectibles in beautiful southern New Jersey. We do this stream every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of plastic. We are coming to you live. TM. You're right. Sorry, TM. Yes, TM. He's right. TM.
We spent half the stream correcting me.
We do. Yes, we. Only I do, Justin. Now it's just me. Okay.
So this is a claim sale.
It is.
It is sponsored by one of our VIPs. Speaking of VIPs.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Hello, VIPs.
Yeah.
VIPs get to see some of this stuff early because we have a super secret VIP group.
I always change the order and she can't find anything.
She can never find anything. It's 3 times the length it used to be. And it never stays in the same place.
Do the Patreon animation. Our Patreon group is a fabulous group of people. They literally pay the property taxes on this building each and every month. We love every one of them, but the group is a great place, not just for us to talk at them, but for them to talk amongst themselves and for them to talk to us as well.
It's a great community.
It's fabulous.
We have VIP Sundays. I don't think a VIP stopped in today, though.
Some former VIPs.
Oh, Doug was here.
And some future VIPs.
Who's still a VIP in my heart.
And future VIPs.
Yes. So,
future VIPs.
This is a claim sale. Like we started this thing where we put up the titles and we did all this, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna streamline this thing. And no, we're searching for titles and bambling about and bumbling.
I like how he complains about the things that he's not in charge of. I'd like to see you try to do all the. Look at all those words. You can't even read them from where you are. Look at them all. There's so many words.
It's
on the
hard
screen.
enough being me.
It's so.
Okay, now this is a claim sale. Is meant to be my cue to start the crawl. Did you mean
You can start the crawl.
Or?
Yeah. Well, actually, when we start the actual description.
Yeah, well, that's what's going wrong because there's like a 10-second beat between the time I click it.
It's because we always say, oh, it's a claim sale. It's a claim sale, but then we start talking about other things.
Yeah.
Instead of just jumping right into it.
But I'm 10 seconds. I look like I'm 10 seconds late if you start describing
it.
And then someone goes, and then someone goes, oh, there's supposed to be a scroll, and I'm just like,
Tara, I hurt my leg.
Stick my head in the bucket. So I'm gonna start the crawl now.
Is it time for the crawl? Is it crawl time?
Let's crawl it up.
I'm hearing in a voice in my head saying the crawl, except it's in the tone of the claw.
The claw. So this claim sale, we have. We're going to show you some D&D books. We have all kinds of weird stuff today. When we show you an item, we're going to describe the item. After we describe it, we're going to say the price. Once we say the price, the first person to type in claim and the name of the item, give me, we got to know you want it, and we got to know what the item is. It doesn't have to be spelled right. It doesn't even have to be proper English. We're not English teachers here. That person gets the item. You'll hear this sound. That means that claiming is over for that item, and Selena has seen a claim. All the claims are coming in from YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook all at the same time.
He's nailing it, guys. He's
They
nailing
are
it.
in the stream next to my wife over there. The prices we say, if it's over $20, include free shipping in the United States. If it's under $20, it's free shipping for our VIPs if they're domestic here in the U.S. If you're overseas, you got to pay for shipping.
He's killing it, guys. He's getting at every point.
So under 20, we're gonna charge you shipping. If you're picking up here in store, that just means we don't have to pay for shipping. What else is there with all that? Yeah, run down the list.
Yes, we ship internationally. Again, we will only charge you exact shipping costs. We also offer local pickup during normal business hours at no charge. Domestic VIPs always get free shipping. That is another great reason to be a VIP. Yes, APOs, FPOs, and NPOCs count as part of the United States. I'll ship to Hawaii, I'll ship to Guam, and it is free as long as you spend $20 or if you are a VIP.
Yep. I saw that one of our VIPs, Johnny Lately, who actually claimed a bunch of this stuff early. Who all? I think Hal got some the D&D stuff. We have vintage D&D today.
Yeah. We weren't
210 times we're doing this.
Speaking of going off topic, you didn't finish.
Oh.
And now the scroll went away, and I don't remember what else was there.
What else is there?
At the end of the stream, we will send you a checkout link. You use that checkout link to pay. You can use any bank account, debit card, credit card, or PayPal balance if you have a PayPal account. You do not need a PayPal account to pay. If you are claiming for the first time ever, thanks. That's awesome. Please shoot us a message on Facebook, preferably if you can, so that we can open dialogue, so that we can get you your checkout link.
Because we are not able to send you a message.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We can see every comment. That's why we're always looking up. If we don't answer it immediately, one of our longtime regulars or VIPs will answer your questions.
Somebody
will answer
somewhere will answer your questions.
I wanted to talk about vintage D&D because this is maybe in 210 weeks of doing this the second time, maybe third.
So we literally had one Bartertown that was just D&D from that enormous collection that we got in.
Yeah.
We had a little bit here and there, I think, like within the last month because of my cousin.
Yeah.
And then this collection that we got in.
How much of this collection did you keep?
Do I have to? I mean, like, I'm not sure. Are you asking me, like, as an actual question, or is that a rhetorical, passive-aggressive question for the audience to hear?
How much G.I. Joe stuff I've kept over the years?
So, I personally collect...
Let me rephrase it.
You just cut me off.
Wait, hold on. I want to rephrase it. How much D&D did we keep?
I don't like the way you said that either.
We?
No, I don't like that either.
It feels like he meant it to sound less call you out-ish.
Yeah, no, it sounded worse. It sounded more...
she doesn't want the we word.
So, the we word.
What's yours is hers, but what's hers is hers.
Yes. So, I personally collect vintage Dungeons & Dragons stuff, 2nd edition or earlier specifically. I don't do that 3E stuff or anything newer. This collection was some good meat and potatoes splat books, soft cover books, and a ton of Planescape softcover books. I never played Planescape, but guess what?
What?
I've got a stack of Planescape like this now.
That's like, listen, I didn't play with G.I. Joe after 1988.
Yeah.
I have every figure from 88 to 94.
So here's the thing with me and my D&D collection. I would say it's a complete core rulebook, 2nd edition, 1st edition, and D&D core rulebook box set collection. My focus is really 2nd edition. I really like Dragonlance and Ravenloft, so I'm trying to get all the Dragonlance and all the Ravenloft. Even those collections are hundreds, maybe even thousands of pieces. All kinds of modules, maps, every single thing you can imagine. All kinds of
Where
stuff.
does
the novels.
Menzo Berenzin fit into all
That's Forgotten Realms.
I just like saying the word.
He does.
Menzo Berenzin.
Menzo Berenzin, it's a great word. That's a Forgotten Realms. Now, I do have some... It's not like I'm totally not doing any of the other ones.
You definitely kept some Forgotten Realms.
I did keep some Forgotten Realms.
Pirates.
He had some of the black and white
Giants.
books.
I love them.
Giant crafts.
You were supposed to paint my Menzo Berenzin figurines
And I never
in
did.
like 1998.
I like how it's
So
coming from
Menzo
all
Berenzin
sides.
is a sore subject. Then.
I'm being shot at from all sides.
It's called getting flanked.
Yeah, I'm getting flanked.
That.
Anyway, so there were a few of the black and white splat books, Forgotten Realms, Drow the Underdark, which I didn't need, so it's here. Unless somebody claimed it, it's here. It's here.
All right.
Player's Guide to the Forgotten Realms, which got claimed already. Some other random stuff. There's some Rifts books, some Palladium, and some Chaosium in here.
I'm going to tease our sponsor for today.
Let's do that. Do you want the
No,
tease?
Tease.
Okay.
Because we'll talk about the sponsor more.
Okay,
But
just a tease.
later on, if you see this custom G.I. Joe Not Mobat.
Yeah, what is this exactly?
It's a custom mauler.
Okay.
But it's painted. It's got some woodland camo. It's a cool custom mauler.
I like the debt.
Actually, what's funny is did you put these figures right here, or did he put one there?
If they came in the box, I just put them on there.
It's cool because they're a little more to scale than GI Joes are, but you could still use it with your GI Joes, and it's a cool paint job. It's interesting looking, that's for sure.
I didn't even realize it was a GI Joe.
Yeah, it was a mauler, totally. But we'll get to that more later. One of our VIPs is going to win this. And that's one of the benefits of being a VIP.
There's a lot of VIP stuff going on today. We're doing Tucky Bucks today as well. It's also VIP.
Is it the first Saturday?
It is the first Sunday, yeah.
You got me on that. It's the 7th. I thought the first was the first.
There he is. Hello.
Is today the 7th?
Today's the 7th.
That means the first was Sunday, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Where is Tucker?
Only because March had 31 days.
Come here, Tucker.
All right. So that's teased. I'm going to put some stuff up to claim. Let's start with some of these
yeah, so
trades.
We don't get books in very often at all. And this entire weekend was just books across the board.
Yeah, well, and because we're a comic book store, when we get like trade paperbacks and stuff in, I usually just process and put them right in the store. And I thought to myself, these are really good reads. These are all trade paperbacks of classic stuff.
So when Selena waves her arms like that, she's trying to get your attention.
I didn't see her wave her arms.
I think that's because you weren't looking at me.
What's up?
It's just I wanted to. Hal had a comment about the hauler mauler thing there.
Right.
I wanted to get it in before we got too far away from it.
Oh sure.
It's the lower half of an equalizer and the turret of a mauler with extra features.
Cool.
And a Ukrainian war era inspired paint scheme.
There you go. You heard it from the man himself.
A little bit of detail while we were talking about the item before we got too far away.
I didn't know it was an equalizer lower half. I thought maybe the equalizer and the mauler are they're obviously the same mold. I don't know if it's exact. But very cool, and it's super cool that it's Ukrainian war inspired. We can go blow some October guards up with it. So what else is going on while I do this?
I don't know. We have so many things to talk about. I mean, should we do a segment or something while you're doing this?
No. I'm ready to start. Who is ready to start buying things?
I'm ready to start selling stuff.
You guys ready to start? Alex, my head writer, is back.
Kyle's asking about G1 Transformers or Robotech.
If we don't have a good sale, I'll go grab some.
Well, here's
we
the
don't
thing.
have anything on deck.
Here's the thing. We can't stream for very long tonight. We're not going to go extendo stream.
No.
Because we are leaving right now after Bartertown and driving to New York because we'll talk about this later. We're going to go see the eclipse tomorrow.
They're doing eclipse tourism.
Oh, Chris wants me to talk
Chris,
about...
oh my God, Chris. I love the Crave Chris is on.
Chris, I was just getting over it. You had to drag me back in.
Can we possibly not?
All right, let's jump into this right now. I might go grab some Transformers.
Right, let me go to the wrong camera. Sorry.
Yeah, please go to the wrong camera.
Go to the wrong camera.
This is it's a reimagining of the Crow. Super interesting. And it's relevant
is so
right
bizarre.
now.
Yeah, it's actually really relevant.
Same story, right?
Yeah, this is the original Eric and Shelley Crow story, but it's being retold by new writers and new artists. But it's still the original Eric and Shelley story.
So it's like a reboot.
So is it all the same words and stuff?
It's not. It's different. Like,
wow.
It's the same story, but it's just being told differently.
Image.
And it's $15 apparently.
Must have bought it. $15.
I guess that counts.
It's volume 1.
This is just volume 1, Vengeance, I think it is.
So the original Crow, the James O'Barr Crow, had a very specific. James O'Barr had a very specific style drawing that, right? It was black and white, wasn't it? Very 80s. The Cure.
Very.
So this is 90s or
90s.
early 2000s, and it's image artists. So it's probably like really banging art, I assume.
It's still black and white, but it's just kind of got. It's got like more of a sepia kind of tone to it.
But I'll be turned down a Crow page.
You know, the fact that you say it like that hurts me.
You did what?
I could have owned the original art of the death of Eric Draven from the original comic. We had just opened the store and we didn't have $1,200. We didn't have it. And we couldn't pull it out of our asses. We had no way to get $1,200, so I had to say no.
This
You didn't even pay me to
is...
see if I wanted to invest.
Look, Michelle's watching from my car club. So right now at this moment, my car club is 10 miles away. We started doing something. This is the first one. They're at our my favorite ice cream place because they're doing Sinister Sundays. My car club is called Sinister Mopar, and I'm like, yeah, I own my own business. I can do whatever I want to do, but no. I have to be here with you guys. I I can't go to ice cream with my car club.
So what Justin is saying is that he would like someone to deliver ice cream to us before we leave.
I told Bill to dump some on the ground like for his fallen homie.
Oh, to pour one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Is this the Essential Silver Surfer?
Yes. So these are two very topical comics that we're bringing up here.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys heard this one. The Crow is volume 1, $15 on that.
Volume 1, Essential Silver Surfer. It's number 1 to number 18.
Does that have the lady in it?
$20. I don't know.
You just inadvertently announced the price.
$20.
Flipped it over.
No, it's fine.
This is going to be, I don't know what Lucifer is. Vertigo.
You
It's probably adult.
But it's roughed up on the easel.
$12 for the Lucifer trade.
Interesting. I
Very
know
good.
absolutely nothing about this one.
Rob Fane claims Silver Surfer.
Thank you, Rob. Rob, I hope you're doing good. It's been weird not seeing you, but I understand. You just beat Flounder. All right, Green Lantern. This is Volume 4, Showcase Green Lantern. $12. It's going to be Silver Age DC. Smells like old pulp, right?
Yes.
This one right here, and this is a bang-up price, and I wanted to keep it, but...
Is that Conan?
Yeah.
You're not keeping it?
What's wrong with both of you? If you're not going to keep stuff, I'm going to start keeping it.
Essential Conan. This is half price. You can't get it for less than double this on eBay, I don't believe.
Less than double. You're confusing me.
Okay, $30. I think it's $50, $60 on eBay all day long.
Yeah.
This is number 1 to, I don't know. It's First Red Sonja. It's all the stuff. You want to see what's in this? You inking it?
Sure, yeah.
Yoink is
Numbers
officially acknowledged.
numbers 1 through 25. Hal, you do not need to send us any ice cream. Thank you.
George Scully claiming Conan. Good grab,
I like
George.
that stayed in the family.
Yeah, you
Good
can,
grab,
you
George.
can
George,
visit
it's way cheaper than collecting the comics.
George,
And it'll take up less room.
George, if Linda's watching, I do offer a book rescue. If other books will be forced out, I do offer a book rescue.
Essential Moon Knight, Volume 1, $12. Look, these are thick books, man.
They are.
There's a lot of reading here.
So Michelle said, can you keep it if she buys it for you? Listen, I know that in most relationships, one person is the hoarder and one person is the you should get rid of that. We're both the hoarders, quote unquote.
That's why we have a store.
That's why this ended up happening.
It's literally why they have a store. It outgrew their house.
We both, literally, the museum had to happen because we had no more room for collections in the house. The house looks just like the museum. I'm not even kidding.
Essential X-Men, Volume 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's going to be some really good stuff in here.
All right.
I'll tell you what issues
Volume
it is.
4.
Al can tell you everything that happened in every one of those issues. Uncanny X-Men, number 162 to 179, and annual number 6. Claremont Smith, Cockrum, Ramita Jr., and Company. X-Men, Volume 4. Alex, give us a
I can tell you right now.
give us a rundown of what's in there.
First Phoenix is in there.
That's 101. No, it's not.
You said it was 68 through something.
No, I said it's 1 something.
Oh.
There was
I'm sorry. Listen, you know your stuff, but it's 162.
Okay. I thought you said 62 through. Okay.
there was a first Phoenix in that box that Jacques got.
We have a First Phoenix
I think there
listed
was
right now. We have
I think there was an Amazing Fantasy 15 in
a
that box too.
CGC
Wouldn't be surprised.
5.5.
Which even in bad shape right now would probably do. What's a bad AF 15? 10?
$10,000.
Yeah, it's all the right era.
In antiquity, in our childhood, our rabbit ate our comics.
They had been dads
Michelle?
when he was a child.
Michelle's husband Dan in our car club collects diecast.
He does. He's going to be setting up
He
a
is.
toy show.
And he's going to
Oh,
probably
brilliant.
use the money he makes to getting rid of some of his diecast to buy more diecast.
That's how
he
you do it.
does.
This is awesome. This is Essential X-Men Volume 1,
Oh,
1 through 24.
okay.
So that's all of the first appearances
That's awesome.
of everyone.
Nobody wanted that X-Men
Except
one?
for...
Shocked.
I'm shocked too. $10 for Essential X-Men. I'll tell you what, I'll do them both for 20. One's 15, one's 10. If you want both of the Essential X-Men, $20.
I like that. I like that package deal.
Yeah, I got all kinds of packages.
You didn't say a price, that's why no one claimed it.
On what?
Apparently only X-Men.
Oh,
had a
15
price.
on Volume 4, 10 on Volume 1. If you want them both, you get $20.
Okay. That caused...
Yeah,
well,
you,
That's
you
okay.
messed up.
That caused a little bit of
No, it
controversy.
didn't cause
to
nothing.
see.
Rob claimed X-Men 1
Right,
before
X-Men first.
somebody
Okay.
claimed them both.
X-Men
Yep.
Volume 1. So X-Men Volume 1
Caused a
was what?
flurry.
Now, So here's how this works.
And then Rob amended both.
That's okay. So if anybody wants the 4 for 15, they get it. But if not, Rob will get both for 20.
Okay.
Does that make sense, y'all?
That makes sense to me.
Sorry about the hiccup. I got a lot going on here.
Is 10, right?
Did I ring the bell?
I think so. Okay. So
Casper said Rob can have both.
Alex has asked me if what I was really waiting for was Alex to kick in there, my head writer. He's at some Waffle House somewhere.
Oh, I love Waffle House.
I've been following his adventures.
I don't.
Their adventures.
I know that they're away, but I don't remember where they went.
They went to Florida.
I have enough trouble keeping track of
and they've
where
been
I'm
down
at.
there for a while too.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's been a month.
That's awesome. Selena, scroll up. I'm confused. I don't know who's getting what here.
Rob is getting both.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants the number 4, the volume 4 for 15.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. If you go back up.
I don't think anybody said volume.
Justin, stop. So Rob claimed number 1, then Casper claimed both, then Rob claimed both. So because Casper relinquished it to Rob, we're gonna give them both to Rob.
Okay.
Because then we later also had a claim.
Casper should have been next on the second one.
We're gonna let Rob have both. The flow of
they're
claims
back. They're
makes
recovering.
sense. X-Men.
Alex is recovering from the drive. He's really recovering from Waffle
10.
House.
All right, so it was 20 for both, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 10 and 10 on that. All right, great. Thank you guys for figuring.
So
that
no
out.
interest in the Crow, Lucifer, Green Lantern, or Moon Knight.
I'm gonna have to keep this Crow.
I loved the Green Lantern when I was a kid. I'm not sure why I was so fond of him.
It's so strange that it's a reboot. But it's strange that it's a reboot. But it's topical because the new Crow movie, as bad as it looks, is also a remake. It's not a reboot, it's a remake of this one.
Is nothing sacred? There's nothing sacred.
Absolutely nothing is sacred.
What do you got on Pony Pony?
Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen one in a box.
Yeah, I don't even have one in a box.
This is My Pretty Pony.
I don't even have one in a box.
And it's the reason that little ponies are called little ponies, because Pretty Pony is large.
Excuse please, what was the price on Green Lantern? And Lucifer.
$12, and Lucifer was $12. I'll tell you, I'll do them 10 each if you're interested.
Because that's how we roll.
I want to get rid of them. Moon Knight seems popular.
You make it sound.
Don't want to die with the stuff.
You make it sound negative.
Tiffany claiming Lucifer. And Alex claiming Lantern.
Thank you both.
And let's see. Kyle was asking about DC Direct.
So Kyle tuned in for the first time last week when we were doing that at Tell Us What You Want to See.
Yeah, that's not
every
typical.
week. That's not every week, Kyle.
Unusual.
Yeah, we don't do that every
That's
week.
not typical. That's like, when do we do that? We do that when there's like nothing came in.
We do it when we're desperate, or when we're desperate.
Or
Hopefully.
we need to mix it up a little,
Yeah.
trying to do something fresh and different.
We did some bang up deals last week.
We did, because we were desperate. It was desperation.
Why? We're still desperate. I mean,
We're
we're
always
desperate.
desperate.
We
all
live
the time.
desperate.
Yeah.
I'm always desperate.
I live in a constant state of desperation.
How much is My Pretty Pony?
Some people call it.
I want to talk about this a little bit. I'm going to pull her out of her box. So My Pretty Pony, like Justin said, is the precursor to My Little Pony. They did her in 2 different forms. They did a plain brown, normal-looking pony version. Selena, I don't know if that'll fit on camera too, but if she
It
does,
will, because the box barely did.
oh, good. Okay, there you go. So they did a plain, regular horse-looking brown version.
Horse-looking.
And they also did a pink version, which is essentially a large version of the horse Peachy that would be available in the first run pony. You can go back to camera 1.
I was about to say a giant cotton candy.
Yeah. Is it cotton candy or Peachy? Now you made me question
Cotton candy's
myself.
the first one, the pink one. No?
So there's a Peachy and a cotton candy. They're very similar.
Yeah.
So you could either get this in a large brown or large pink. And they sold more of the pink than they did of the brown, which is why My Little Pony went on to become brightly colored with things on the butt instead of more normal colors like actual horses, which is what Bonnie Zachary, the creator of My Little Pony, originally wanted to do. Her plan, and she still has all the hand-painted prototypes in her possession, which I think is phenomenal. Her original plan was to have all of the My Little Ponies be browns and whites and yellows and orange and black.
Like
more,
grayer?
Yeah, like more traditionally colored ponies. But everyone voted with their money. So the fact that My Pretty Pony, the pink version, sold better than the brown version meant that Bonnie did not get her way. And it was pink and neon yellow and green and all kinds of craziness. And I think the line benefited from that. I think if it had been like this, it would not have done as well.
I agree. I just saw the documentary. I get the shows all crossed. I think this was Toys That Made Us.
Yeah.
Had the pony one. I just watched that the other night.
Yeah, and Bonnie's on that, and she's showing her original prototypes.
Yeah, and she was saying she was in
like
favor of she
like
wanted the traditional horsey colors, and the other folks who eventually won out wanted the pastel rainbow neon.
So let me go back to camera 2 really quick. I just want to show off some things. So this horse, she's not complete. She originally came with brushes and ribbons and hats and all kinds of blankets and all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow.
She's not complete, but what she does have is her box. The one in my collection doesn't even have the box, so that's pretty cool. The box is okay, not great, but it's still there.
Is yours your original?
I didn't have one as a kid.
Didn't you? I thought you had a big one.
Maybe I did. I don't
remember.
Maybe, I probably got one at a yard sale that broke or some bullshit.
Yeah, probably.
The thing about this, she does have her original ribbon, one of them, which is really cool. But the thing about this that makes her really special, hopefully you guys can see this? You guys can see this.
I can't see it. And I'm right
here. Go to camera 1. I'm just going to put it up here on camera 1. So she has a mechanism that still works. Let's see if I can show this to you guys. She winks, and her ear moves, and her tail moves too.
Oh, cool.
Her mechanism still works, which is a big deal.
The toggle's like under her chin. It's like a
there's a little trigger under the chin. So that still works, and she has a box, which is really cool. I've got $50 on this thing.
The cardboard's worth $50.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Go find a box. All the tabs there.
All of the.
That still has original tape on one side.
Yeah, all the flaps are still there. Some of the tape is still there.
Was she supposed to have a hat?
She came with a hat. She came with a blanket.
Does yours have a hat?
No. She came
Does
with
yours have a blanket?
I don't remember yours ever having a hat or a blanket, so you probably did get into the yard sale.
I got mine at a yard sale, but that's definitely not it.
Oh.
I many years ago, I probably got one at a yard sale. I vaguely remember having it, but Selena, I think I got rid of it years and years ago because it's not a My Little Pony. Who cares?
Probably during one of the moves when we were trying to pack up and condense. This is not a little pony and it's giant. You can fit 10 little ponies in the box space this is going to take up.
I got mine from Frank.
Yes, Casper, exactly.
The one in my collection I got from Frank. But yeah, she's $50, and that's exactly Casper. It's like you're giving her a little scratch into the neck.
Ooh.
1972.
That's got my attention.
Who did the art on this? Is that a Ramita?
I was gonna say it looks like a John Ramita.
This is a vinyl LP, rock comic. Super cool.
Is that a poster? Oh, that's so cool.
Right? The art itself is awesome.
Beyond the
It's a gatefold. Needs a little love. There's a little bit of peel in it. I mean, it still displays well, but like if you want to get some, Elmer's.
The biggest
gatefold is still there. It's all good.
The biggest problem with the cover is that the entire bottom there is open.
Yeah.
And someone stapled it back together, and then the staples got rusty, so someone taped over the staples.
The record's actually in decent shape. That is the record, right? It says Rock Comic Spider-Man on it.
No, it actually says Herb Alpert Tea and the Tijuana Brass whipped cream.
That's hilarious.
I'm kidding. It doesn't say that.
I had a Spider-Man record when I was a kid.
Spider-Man
I loved
from
it.
Beyond the Grave, yes.
I played that thing. I don't know if you
remember. So the vinyl's in good shape.
Not
that most people even have a record player. But the big deal about this is it's got the original 1972
cool. Selena Camera one
gigantic poster.
Sorry, I just glanced at my phone. I mentioned to my friend Kat from New York that you're going to be in her general area, and she said, "Oh, that's a cute college town you're going to."
1972.
Oh, I love that.
Look at this poster.
That is so cool.
I love that.
It's got some tape right here, as you can see. An old piece of tape because it probably started splitting.
It's so cool.
The tape is actually like drying.
Yeah, the tape is like yellow and orange.
The Amazing Spider-Man from Beyond the Grave.
Little kid me would have fought somebody for that.
If you are a Spider-Man collector, this is weird and super cool. $40 for the record. The whole deal. Whole shmolio.
Little kid me would have fought somebody for that.
Dude, you know what? I would love to have a vintage... Yeah, John Romita.
So I can tell by looking at it, and someone named Brett, and someone write their name on it, Brett?
Yeah, it looks like Brett used to own this. I tried contacting Brett, but I couldn't find him.
Was this Brittles?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so. We didn't get any superheroes. Oh, we get some comics.
Rob Fane claiming Spider-Man.
Oh, Rob. I should have known, because Rob loves vintage. 72. I mean, that's...
Who doesn't love vintage?
No, but like...
It's...
You know, this is truly... Sometimes we pull out some 90s stuff.
The poster is cool. I'm really a fan of the poster.
Come on, baby.
That's not
It's
going
not.
in.
It's not in.
I'm fighting it.
You want me to do it?
No, I
No,
do
he's
it.
got it now.
I do. Medi do.
I'll take that whenever you're ready. I'm sorry.
Rob has a museum.
I am trying. So, dude, Rob, and literally, Rob has bought stuff from our museum.
He's bought some of my best pieces.
I know. You specifically. Now he's sneezing. Now it's both of us.
All right. We're gonna get into the D&D from here, I think.
Listen, this is
Oh,
it.
I have more vintage though.
Do you?
I don't know what the price of that.
Me neither. What is this stuff? I've glanced at it, but I don't know what's
Casper's
going on.
sharing some stories of losing stuff while
Selena,
moving.
feel free to read.
He's apparently got a whole box of vintage
Listen,
Masters of the Universe
We've
that
got
never
a couple.
turned up.
We have a couple of
And
segments to do.
He thinks he
We
might
wanna
have
break it up a
a
little?
record player.
Since-
We could
I was gonna
segmentize.
Okay.
I could segment. I could segue into a segment.
Well, which segment should we do?
Um,
Let me think. We have Tucky Bucks to do. We have another VIP giveaway.
let's do
we're gonna
Tucky Bucks sooner than later so that they can use them in the stream if they want.
Okay, that's fair. All right, for those of you that are not familiar with what we're about to do, it's time for Tucky Bucks.
Please hold. Your call is very important to us. Oh, there it is.
Look at that dog. Look at that. We have money named after a dog.
I am not an animal
Tucker's
person,
not
really.
interested.
So
I'm not
Tucker
a
Bucks.
dog person. Did it again.
Look, it's still time for Tucky Bucks. Tucky Bucks are, if you are a VIP, the first Saturday of every month, we put the wheel on.
Sunday, Bartertown.
Sunday, I'm sorry. And for every level VIP you are, for every $5 of that level, you get, for every $5, you get your name on the wheel, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
so if you're a $5 VIP, you get 1 shot. If you're a $25 VIP, you get 5 shots. If you're an upper level VIP, you get to look down on everybody and you get 10 shots. So we spin the wheel, and that VIP who wins it gets Tucky Bucks that they can use on the stream,
Yeah.
in the store,
Yeah.
in this store, not in Farpoint
Any of
3
those.
or at
Eyeball.
Any of the
Oddball.
others, yeah.
or on the online store, or no?
If they want to use it on the online store, I have to give them a different code.
Yeah, you got to contact us.
But
if that's
I'll
something you
allow,
wanna
I'll
do.
allow it.
I'll allow it.
eBay
I'll
won't take it.
Not on eBay.
No, nothing on eBay, and not any of our satellite locations, and none of our franchise locations.
Because only the stuff that our our hot little hands are directly
Yes.
in control.
Yeah, the ones
of.
we control.
At any rate,
We have no control of leeches up the street.
No. At any rate,
It sounds like a monster universe.
the leeches up the
Te-
street.
yeah, telenovela. I just had this vision of like Frankenstein's wife and Dracula's wife gathered around to watch because it's time for the next episode. The leeches up
The
the
leeches
street.
up the street. At any rate, once a month we give away. It's a 20. It's 20.
Yeah.
It's 20 Tucky
it
Bucks.
20?
I don't even remember. We give away 20 Tucky Bucks on the first Bartertown of the month to our VIPs. They're good at all the places we mentioned.
Just another reason
the
to be a
month.
VIP.
Yeah. All right, Selena, I think we're ready to spin the wheel.
Okay, so let's see what's
I
happening
need like
on the
1,000
wheel.
more liters of water here.
You need honey lemon cough drops.
Good luck, all you VIPs.
There's something
Look at all
else.
those $5.
Can those people see that? Can they? Is that up yet?
No, they will in a second.
Here, look at that.
Yeah, your throat's raw. You need something to soothe it, like honey and lemon. You should be drinking hot tea with
I've
honey.
been eating cough drops. Expensive cough drops. These are like $9 cough drops I'm eating. They do me no
You
good.
should be drinking tea. All right, I'm
Tea
gonna
has caffeine in it. I don't do caffeine.
They make decaffeinated tea. I'm gonna shuffle these. Okay, ready to spin it to win it?
Yes,
Yes.
let's see who's our lucky winner. There's
Oh,
no music.
Oh, that's so depressing.
Dun,
No, you know, I look forward to that.
that.
Can we start it over with music?
Bill!
Bill Lott.
Bill might take some
Congratulations,
umbrage with that.
Bill and Katie.
Bill.
Bill is a mid-level, I think, a 25er.
Yes.
All right, so he has 5 shots.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bill.
Congratulations, Bill.
I don't know if you're watching, but we'll get at you.
We always go in the VIP group and announce it.
So, 20 Tucky Bucks to
Tucky
use any which way he likes. And probably
Bucks.
video games for Bill.
Tucky
These
Bucks.
are from 1938,
Wow.
pre-war. Hitler was not yet invaded Poland.
My mother was just a tiny little 2-year-old infant.
That's how old these are. These are pre-World War II.
Wow.
These are pre-Nazi aggression.
Tomorrow is my mom's birthday. She
I'm
would
well
have
aware. We're
been.
going to talk about what we're going to do.
Yeah.
She's moving the moon across the sun in celebration.
She is.
She would have been 2 when these came out. Jesus Christ.
These are Whitman Disney books from 1938. This is the story of Clarabelle Cow and the story of Pluto.
The
Okay.
pup.
$10 each.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought they'd be worth way more.
Because of how old they are.
Yeah.
And because they're Disney, like
Anything from surviving
it's
that
not.
long.
It's
These
not
are
like
older than your parents. Most of you who are watching, I would say all of you who are watching, I'm going to venture to say, all of you who are watching, these are older than your parents.
You're wrong.
Many of them.
Me and Selena.
You don't have parents anymore.
Yeah,
if your parents are still alive.
Okay. Well, that's a crappy way
Older
to
than
put
your
it.
living parents.
That's rude. Your dead parents don't count, just the living ones.
Your mom was, I don't know, your mom was a grandmom, though. I mean, she was an exception to the rule.
She was so...
She wasn't a boomer. Everyone here's parents are probably boomers.
Yeah, she was before boomers.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Disney made a lot of those books.
Yeah.
That might be why there's not quite the value there.
Mom looked really young for her age, but she still looked like she was too old to be my mom.
Jerry sure thought so.
Oh, shut up.
She was,
Casper, these are from 1938.
the same age difference was between my parents. So mom had a type, apparently.
Yeah, Mom had a type.
Yeah,
Mom
Casper,
had daddy
1950.
issues, I think.
These could be your dad's parents. These books. These are 22 years older than your dad. Wait, 22? No, 12. You can still sire. You can still sire something.
Yeah, but it
don't
makes,
use that word.
yeah, but it makes the police come.
Yeah.
That's like a word that you use in a zoo. Don't say that about
Yeah,
people.
it's
That's weird.
it's like a
Let me
horse
see one of those.
racing
I
kind of
wanna
thing.
Where did these... Are these... Oh, they did it from Dale, right?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do a segment.
We were going to do a segment, and then he stopped me.
We did a segment. It was called Tuggy Bucks.
We did do Turkey Bucks. That was a segment.
My mom was born in 37. All right, Earl. There you go. God bless your mom.
Right?
I love that. All right. Do you have more? What are we doing? Are we doing another
No, that
segment?
wasn't. No, I'm not gonna dig that. I gotta look at prices.
All right.
Yeah, those books are probably
We
older
got
than-
D&D coming up. You want to do a segment for D&D?
We just did a segment.
We
You
just
want to
did
do
a
another
segment.
segment?
Yeah, let's do another segment.
So we have two. Hold on. We have two segments left. Another segment.
Let's announce our sponsor. I mean,
I was just going to say, if
How?
you guys are just going
Yeah.
to sit there
That's
and talk
another
to
giveaway.
yourselves, I'm going to splash.
Okay.
So it's two
Sponsor.
giveaways back
let's
to
give
back.
it away. Let's give
All
away the house. Let's give away the farm.
We're gonna give
What's
away.
the term? Let's give away the
Let's give away the tank.
yeah.
Is the term.
Another VIP giveaway.
Yes, this is another. See, it's back to back. Another VIP giveaway. I don't know if you want to go to camera 1 or camera 2. Then you can bring up our sponsor logo and our sponsor text, Selena, when you're ready.
Yeah, sorry, I was
I don't know which camera you want to be on for that.
Oh, let's be on one.
We are giving away this awesome. What is it called again?
It's it was a mauler slash eliminator. I forget which one he said it was.
Eclipse, I want to say?
No, we
Okay.
clipped it.
Exterminator?
I would have to scroll back.
No, the Slaughters Marauders one. I think it was eliminator. Anyway, it's a GI Joe tank that has been custom painted in sort of a
It's
Ukrainian war deco.
War deco, yeah.
I love that he put extra treads on the sides because they do that, and I think they do it so they have extra treads, but they also do it for extra armor, which is cool. There's a gas tank on the back. It looks like do they use are these like wood logs they use for extra armor? Because they put things on tanks to blow up before it actually hits the metal,
Yeah.
so it takes some of
Like
the
a
brunt of the
shield,
thing.
with cannon fodder kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Super cool.
Hal said it's equalizer and mauler.
Equalizer, that was it.
Casper
that
said
right.
spaced armor and
Yeah.
useful if not blown up.
Okay, so
Hang on, I didn't do the
yeah,
splash.
you got to do the important thing.
There's a couple. Well, first of all, thank you to our sponsor this week.
Nameless79 Custom Restoration. They break it, we rebuild it. That is his slogan.
Hal soaks in all of our.
There's also text, Selena. You need to do both. Sorry. At the same time, you should do both. Look at that. Look how beautiful
If
that
you
looks.
insist.
I love it. He's giving everybody 20% off at his shop. We're also going to copy and paste the link so you don't have to try to read it off the screen.
Let me just.
There you go.
Hal soaks in
Okay,
all
you
of
can take
our
it away.
extra parts and pieces here. He has sold us stuff that he has brought back to life. I know some VIPs have gotten stuff off of him, and he's just been a VIP for a long time and a friend of the store and helping the store. And we love the fact that he's we're sponsoring something he's doing. Pretty cool. Good luck with it.
So
It's funny. We were like, "Oh, you gotta have your stuff on eBay," and he's like, "Yeah, but I keep putting it up, and people keep buying it." So he had to take his stuff
Poor
down.
you.
And then had to hurry up and relist it before today to get it up, and even then some stuff is sold.
Poor Hal.
Yeah, that's why I said there's worse problems to have.
Okay, that's a good one. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to do a VIP only trivia so that a VIP can win this, because honestly I don't want to have to ship it. I don't want to have to ship it to someone who's not a VIP.
Yeah.
So,
there's a couple caveats here.
yeah.
We don't want to ship it.
We're shipping it.
To someone who's not a VIP.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing VIP only.
Yeah.
If one of our international VIPs wins, I need to stress the next time you make a purchase, we'll ship it then.
Yep.
So that's how we have to do.
Yep.
I'm just trying to find a good one.
We're doing trivia. So
Yeah.
this is trivia, VIP trivia for this.
Yes.
All
I
right.
think that one's pretty good. What do you think about that one?
I can't read.
Can you really not read it? Because I need you to read it because I can't. My voice is terrible.
You're gonna have to give it to me and I'll read
Yeah,
it.
I like it. I like it.
Can you read it? Are you sure?
I can read it.
All right. Okay, now again, I want to stress this. This is for VIPs only. So if you're not a VIP, I mean, you're just missing out. Why are you not a VIP?
I wonder if Selena should read it, or at least have it.
We should
So she
read
can
it.
ring the bell.
We should read it and give it to her. The real problem, though, is that if someone's not a VIP and they answer like happened last time,
I don't. That's okay.
she's not going to know. But she'll
Yeah,
say
I
this
basically
person
just-
won,
yeah,
and they're right,
well,
and they're not a VIP.
What I did last week was go, okay, we have some claims rolling in. Can you look at them and verify for me which one
Yeah.
is the VIP?
I wish we could like make people's names on there say VIP, but we can't.
You know what would be amazing if you would print out a list of the VIPs and possibly put it back here
As
for
soon
me.
as I
like
have a
can ask
printer,
them
I'll be
for-
happy to do that.
Did you order it yet?
No, I'm going to do
If
all
you can
right.
make me print everything its mother's
All right.
cat except what I need,
Maybe
It's
Selena.
available.
Maybe we'll give you a heads up then,
that would be super helpful.
and then you'll ring the bell and say the name.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I
VIPs,
wanna
are we ready?
stress-
I love that
Do we
for
want to be on
me.
camera 2 or 1?
Oh, you're
I'm
on
right,
two
I'm
'cause
fine
it's
right here.
cozy. I like
Hey,
two right now.
VIPs.
Cozy and the prize.
I want to tell you right now that spelling doesn't matter as long as we get the gist. All right? I mean, be close so we can read what you're saying. But if you're trying to type fast, give us more than abbreviations. But give it. You know, you don't have to spell it 100% correctly. You could skip a vowel here or there. Which one of the following is not in the lyrics to REM's 1987 song, It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine? It's multiple choice. Penelope will give you the...
I specifically didn't want to be the one to read them.
Well, pass off.
because
I'll do
my
it.
voice is so bad.
Pass off. I'll do it.
All right, Selena will do the
I'll
multiple
do the
choice.
choices.
Again, which of the following
Is not.
is not in the lyrics of REM's?
It's the end
It's
of the world as we know it.
Okay. The options are Leonard Bernstein,
Leonard Bernstein,
Leonard Cohen,
Leonard Cohen,
Lenny Bruce,
Lenny Bruce,
or Leonid Brezhnev.
or Leonid Brezhnev, or Leonid Brezhnev.
Leonid.
Leo Brezhnev. He was a Russian guy.
I'm sure that was Leonid.
Read them one more time.
Leonard Bernstein,
Leonard Bernstein,
Leonard Cohen,
Leonard Cohen,
Lenny Bruce,
Lenny Bruce,
and Mr. L. Brezhnev.
and Leonid Brezhnev.
Leonid Brezhnev.
Selena,
Okay.
ring that
All right,
bell.
we have an answer. We have a bell ring, and we have a George.
The answer is Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen.
Wow.
That is-
George.
First answer?
George
Quick,
was the
knock it out
of the
first.
park.
George was the first.
Congratulations,
to answer. I love
George.
Well done,
Congratulations, George Scully.
Well done, George. You're now
Yes.
tanking up.
I can't wait to see Hal's tank behind you
that.
on your shelf
Scully.
During-
during Soaring and Scratching.
I love
Yeah.
that. That's great. All right,
Soaring and
that's
Scratching
good.
should sponsor one.
They should.
They really should.
They really should. George,
We,
get
we,
your shit
we, we
together.
should wait for that for when we're able to bring people on remotely.
Oh,
When,
That would be
when
hilarious.
When are you going to figure out how to do
As
this?
soon as I hire someone that knows how to do stuff like that.
Pay me.
Congratulations, VIPs.
George, thank you.
And
That was
full,
awesome.
there's a full crew.
How's
included.
the song go?
Desert
Goes
Camo Soldiers.
Leonid Brezhnev, Leonard Cohen, Lenny Bruce, and I'm not knowing.
We just established Leonard
Tomorrow's
Cohen.
the end of the world as we know.
That's why that was a good question. That's why I
Yeah.
chose that one.
It's
I'm just hoping the solar flares disrupt internet
total eclipse
communications
of the
enough
sun as we know
to
it.
give me half
All right.
half a
I
day
need
off
to
work.
move this because I'm terrified of breaking it. So can we put it someplace
Yeah.
now that it doesn't
Yeah.
belong to us?
Hal said, "Open the front hatches and look inside."
Oh, is there candy?
If there is, I want some.
Where are their hatches?
We don't need no stinking hatches.
We
They're
should-
battened down. We have to unbatten our hatches.
What's
Put
in
the
them?
guys in there so they don't get lost.
Oh, there's no
They
guys.
don't
There's
fit.
a whole little crew of guys going on here.
Is there?
There's a whole
what he
little
said. He
crew
said
of
there's a whole
dudes. He's
crew.
got all kinds of dudes in here.
I didn't even look.
Ow! I'm just kidding.
What the
One of,
hell?
one of the guys pinched him.
What is wrong with you?
One of the guys bit him.
Let's stick that someplace
Thank you,
where
Hal.
it's not.
There's,
We will talk
are
about
those
how.
two part of the crew?
We will talk about, yeah, those, they go in there too. We will talk about Hal again at least one more time before the end of the stream. Thank you again to Hal for sponsoring this week's Bartertown. Nameless79.
Let's
sell
some
D&D
D&D.
books, yeah. I'm excited. Okay.
You gotta tell me when you get a D&D collection. I gotta see what I still need.
So, I just assume that...
Most of the time I'm content to sponge off yours.
I was going to say, why do both of you have D&D collections?
Some things I want for myself.
Like what? Make me a list.
Okay.
You're in charge here.
I know I'm in charge here.
This is you, buddy.
How is that different from any other time?
Womp womp. She wants me to hurt my leg.
I don't. I prefer it when you do not have a hurt leg, actually.
That's one of those Farpoint in jokes we're always talking about.
Yeah, if you don't get a joke, ask a VIP.
I love that Drow of the Underdark book. I have it. It's one of my favorites.
It is one of
Michelle,
my favorite.
thank you.
It is one of my favorite second edition D&D books.
I hope you guys enjoyed your. I was told that that the that Sinister Mopar, my car club, went live in the group, and they all gave condolences for me not being able to.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Are you too late? No, you're never too late.
You're
here exactly when you're supposed to be.
A wizard arrives exactly when he's supposed to.
Exactly.
Isn't that a thing?
Yes, that's the thing.
That's a splat. That's the Ranger's splat.
And somebody splatted it already.
There's not a dwarves.
It's not in good shape.
There's not a dwarves in there, is there?
No.
Because we need a dwarves for
We do need a
Lenny.
dwarves. We do. I'm gonna skip a little bit and do a better one.
Ninjas.
How is Lenny not watching this right now?
I don't know, because he's not a VIP and he didn't know we were doing this.
Scandalous Lenny.
Alright.
Quite sure, thank you, Hal.
How would you get soft serve here?
Hal, don't even ask him that. No.
How would someone deliver ice cream?
Part of me is glad I wasn't able to go get ice cream.
How do you deliver ice cream without it melting?
I don't want ice cream.
Alright, let's go to camera 2 and I'm going to talk about this collection a little bit.
Camera 2.
Overall, the stuff from this collection was in good, used condition. There are a few pieces that are a little worse off for wear than others, and I'll talk about those when we get to them. Generally, things are in good shape. Pages are all there. Everything's present. If there's anything that isn't there, I'll let you know. Most of these books have a name written on the inside. Some of them have the name written also on the side of the edge of the pages. That kind of stuff. Very typical. That's very typical, because when you're playing with a bunch of people and you all bring your books, you got to know whose book is whose. So it's very typical for names to be written inside of books. Some of them have a little bit of highlighting, but nothing too serious. And that's really, they're just in good, light to moderate wear. There are some non-D&D books here as well. Those are in a little better shape than the D&D books themselves. The D&D stuff was obviously well loved by Kyle, who is who we got these from. I'm going to start off, let me start off with a banger. This is the Complete Ninja's Handbook. This is a 2.5 version. You can tell by the logo up there. Generally, very good shape. A little bit of wear on the cover. That's very usual for splat books. $25 for the Complete Ninja's Handbook. $25.
These are what year? Early 90s?
92, 94, 90. This is a 2.5, so it's a little bit later, more like 97.
Is the playing mechanics different in 2.5 than 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the mechanics themselves are the same. They just did some things. So this book and the second edition version are identical. The only thing that's different is the cover, and it's a little bit of like the logos and some text, like copyright text on the inside. It's a little different. Okay. This specific book is from 95. So from 95 to 98, 99 is when they did 2.5. It's all compatible with 2.0. 2.5 did a lot of things like player options where you could do, you could have feats and things. Some stuff that they ended up including in later editions.
Let me address Casper real quick.
Yeah.
So when you say have the main Casper, you have to have the main AD&D second edition.
Yeah.
Like if you have the main 5th edition, these will not work at all.
Yeah, you can. Compatible.
There are mechanics out there and equations and stuff to
convert
things back and forth.
But it's not naturally. It's not plug and play, as it were.
No, these are specifically for second edition and 2.5.
This was the height,
in my opinion,
vintage Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, listen, everybody has their own thing. You've got BECME people, you've got OSR people, you've got first edition, you've got second edition. My preferred edition is second edition D&D. That's what I prefer.
It's what we grew up on. It's what 80s kids grew up on.
It's what 80s kids were playing.
That's what I played, yeah.
Yeah.
We had, when I started playing, we had some first edition books and some second edition. They were close enough that we were able to make them work. But if you were to take second and 5th, you couldn't really, I mean, yeah, it's technically possible, but it would look like the NASA calculations to try and get them to work together.
So
Lenny
it's a
is
new,
watching.
it's a new like
Hey, Lenny, is
right now is a new high point for D&D.
It's
Definitely.
completely a resurgence. Yeah, completely.
But like to me, the golden era when it was like everywhere and talked about, and like on like parents were trying to ban it because of Satanism stuff. The 80s were the golden age for everything. Everything 80s is new again.
I mean, Satanic Panic really started in like 78 to 83,
Right.
82.
Yeah, Sally Jesse Raphael in the early 80s.
Yeah,
and stuff.
you know, that they're 83, 84, you know, like you said, Sally Jesse, there was a Satanic Panic. But then it just, like, no one cared anymore. It just kind of stopped. People
I
stopped.
think they realized that they are being silly.
Yeah.
Alright, we got Nurse Splat. This is truly a second edition, not 2.5.
So this is the Complete Ranger's Handbook. This book actually has a lot of damage. I'm going to show you exactly what. It's still a $10 book because the Ranger's Handbook is easily a $20, $25 book in good shape. All of the pages are actually loose from the binding.
Oof.
Yeah, every single page. Of course, now that I am trying to show you, I can't pull it out. All of the pages are completely loose.
Oh, it came out of the slip.
It came
But
out
they're
of...
still together.
They're still together in
Pages
there.
are still
So
together.
honestly, if you wanted to, you could probably dab a little...
You could probably
Oh,
glue it
good.
back together. I'm not the person who's going to do that. Page 4 has a rip in it from pulling out with all the glue and everything. It's part of the introduction, so you're not missing anything important. It's still $10. Go find one of these in good shape. You're going to pay $30, $35 for a really nice one.
Ghostbuster said, my mom was like, you're not doing drugs. Go kill all the goblins you want. My mom was like, why aren't you doing drugs like me? No, I'm just kidding.
Monster,
She was getting high with my friends.
Monster Mythology. I got $12 on Monster Mythology.
We have a claim on the Ranger from Hal.
So that's a blue splat.
Ranger Danger.
How? I just want to make sure you heard everything I said about the book itself. All the pages are there. There's one ripped page, but it's not.
Hal knows what he's doing
I'm
with
just
glue.
making sure he heard me.
He knows what he's doing
I
with
know,
glue.
but I'm making sure that he heard me and
How's
he didn't
gonna-
skip out or anything.
Hal needs a glue lesson.
He's not need a glue lesson. I'm just making sure he's aware that it is. Listen, it's still a $10 book, but it's not in one piece. Thank you.
Did you say a price on this one?
$12 on Monster Mythology rebinding. Perfect. It's
Rebind
the
it.
perfect
right
candidate
up,
for
right
that.
up Hal's Hallie.
I love
his
that.
alley.
Monster Mythology is awesome because it just gives you some insight into deities from like some of the monstrous races, like orcs and stuff like that.
I kind of want.
You
do
want
have
all
it?
of these?
Do you have it?
Yeah,
I
she
assume
has
you
it.
have it.
She has
do.
every splat.
I have all of
Okay.
these. I have all the
The
splats.
Drow of the Underdark.
Selena?
That's one of my favorites.
She has every splat.
I don't have all the black and white splats. We've talked about this 100 times. I do not have all the black and white splats. I have all the blue splats, all the green splats, and all the brown splats.
Yes,
I do not have all the black and white splats.
Okay, well, we'll have to get to that next.
Because those splats are from like Forgotten Realms or El Qadim or any of those other ones.
Kevin from
Kevin from
Pegwarmers.
Pegwarmers.
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
How are you?
Sir.
We want to be on an episode again.
Come on down.
Let us
We
know
want to
when
be on
we can do
17
this.
episodes.
Yes, please. Listen, we can do this. This is, listen, is that the old owner's phone number on the inside?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, sure. Yeah, something like that. This is one of my favorite splat books from 2nd edition. Even if you're not into Forgotten Realms, it really goes into the mythology of the Drow, which is the dark elf character races, or species, rather. They really go into depth about like how to name them, their deities and stuff like that. The matriarchal society, all that stuff.
I did
we
not,
get Johnny's
Tara,
thing?
thank you.
No, I missed it totally.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh,
wonder. Thank you, Tara. Well spotted.
thank you, Tara.
Um,
Love that. What a great group.
if you're even just reading the Forgotten Realms novels about the Drow, that's a good supplement to them. Like it doesn't even have to be all about the game.
Oh, it adds to the storytelling.
Yeah, the depth of
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
cool.
a behind the scenes backstory
Thank you,
kind of
Tara.
thing.
Thank you so much.
How much you got on the draw?
I've got $12 on the Drow of the Underdark.
That's
Now,
it?
a couple things. Again, like Keith just noticed there's some writing on the inside, name and number. There's a name on the side written as well.
So the thing is, these are all going to be priced accordingly.
They
None of
are.
them are dead meat.
Yeah.
There's going to be writing.
The spine, you guys can see, the black splats are notorious for the
I was
spines
just gonna
being
say
bad.
mine's like
yeah,
that
and
too.
everybody opened them wide open.
They are. So
Spread
the
it out on
spine,
the
Yeah,
table
of
and
course.
stacked 6 books on top of it. Yeah,
the
I'm
spine
guilty of
itself, is fine. It's not really cracked or anything, but it's split. Like it's the text on the side just splits
Yeah.
off. Fantastic book. If you do not own one and you're a 2nd edition player, you should definitely pick it up.
that. I said even if you just want a companion to the novels.
Yeah, it's really cool. This is a module, Dragonlance module, Dragons of Light. This is the module itself is complete. There is a not second party. It's a loose. What do you call like a loose addendum?
Addition?
Yeah,
Addendum?
it's like an additional map. The map is not included. The map is not there. I've only got $10 on it though. You can find the map PDFs for the map online and stuff like that.
One? Of course you have it. It wouldn't be on the table.
I even have that one.
So I went through this collection with a fine-tooth comb, and I kept 3 splat books, black ones. I kept all the Planescape.
We have a claim from Ghostbusters on Dragons of Light, if you said the price yet. And
This is
we have
Chris, right?
I believe so, yeah. And we have a conditional claim from Casper on Drow. He said if no one else claims it, he'll claim it.
I don't think anyone claimed it.
I didn't
No, not
see anyone
yet.
claim it.
Where's it
was
at?
It's right here. And that was, I believe, Ghostbuster is Chris, right?
Yeah.
Now, Chris, I just want to remind you that unless you spend $20, we're going to have to charge you shipping. Shouldn't be
Unless
too
you're
bad.
picking up.
Unless you're picking up. It shouldn't be too bad, though, because it is media mail or something similar. So it shouldn't be that big a deal. But just reminding you of that. And Drow is for Casper. $12 on there, I think it says.
Yep, Chris confirmed it's him.
Okay. I'd say I'm good. I got it memorized. Put some more up while I do anything. Oh, make sure you put the post-it notes on the back for me, though. Casper. Thank you, Casper.
We need to, don't ship to Casper, we need to get his new address.
Oh,
Like, don't
yes.
ship to him
Thank
until we
you.
get his new address.
Casper, I do have a box on deck for you. I knew there was a reason I left it in the warehouse. That's why. What else we got here? Oh, we got some good ones.
Oh man, there's a whole, look at all this.
Yeah.
This is an instant collection.
This is a fantastic collection of splat books. It's really good. It's a really good collection.
Oh.
Selena's like, I could use some of these.
Selena, do you need any of these?
I don't know what I need. I don't on my list. Can you repeat the, last week was a special case. We don't normally do everything on request.
Oscar, no Joes this week. I mean, you know, if like a collection comes in after this weekend, we might do Joe's next weekend. We don't know what we're doing week to week. Last week we did requests.
Which was unusual.
It was unusual. We don't always do requests.
Yeah.
When we're really hurting for money, sometimes we do, or we have a specific bill we need to pay. But right now we're just trying to blow out this D&D collection we just got in. Typically with Bartertown, we do collections that come in during the week before Bartertown, which is happening right now. The D&D collection came in, and these graphic novels came in.
Bartertown gets first crack at it.
Bartertown gets first crack, and then the store gets stuff. VIPs get first crack, really.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
VIPs, then Bartertown.
Yeah.
Then we decide what
Let's be honest.
locations.
Let's be even more honest.
I get first pick.
We get first pick because we still collect.
Yeah.
VIPs in the awesome VIP group, which I don't know why there's not 500 people in it, but thank God, because I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with that.
Yeah, I don't. Selena, put up the VIP link just one more time. I'm glad that there's not a million people in there, but at the same time, what a great problem to have.
Right? Turns out we don't need to worry about money anymore. We just need to worry about getting stuff for these VIPs.
Yeah, which is definitely okay.
So you can read it.
Chris said when he was a teenager, his DM hated psionics. The group would tease him, asking questions about it to always get the answer, no psionics! Which is funny, because one of my first characters was a psionicist. We found the class in a Dragon magazine, which I still have. And
Which one, do you remember?
I don't.
Is that like mind
I have it,
powers?
but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Instead of-
Professor X.
Exactly.
Instead of magic, or your magic coming from a deity, or your magic coming from magic, it came from your brain.
So
we
you're
never used it.
You're a mutant.
We never used it. We never played
Yeah,
it.
I played
So
it.
Professor X
my
couldn't have
kids
fit in
did.
any of our adventures.
I mean, I'm not saying I have anything against it, but anyway.
Anyway, so let me go to camera 2.
Yeah,
Ready to
you
look
can
at
get rid of the
handbooks?
Patreon deal and go to camera 2 and we'll start talking about these books.
Fighter's Handbook Classic.
Yeah, this is a classic book. Now, if you're not aware of what these books actually entail, so what they're basically doing is they're breaking down either different species or different character classes or different things like that, and they're giving you more information. They're giving you things like additional spells or additional like weapons or like
And
things like that.
They're giving you what they call kits too,
Yeah,
which are
good.
they're like role playing tips along with special stats that go with that character. Like the main books, the main player's handbook is going to tell you, okay, you can be a fighter or a wizard or a cleric or a bard.
Yeah.
The fighter's handbook, okay, yeah, I want to be a fighter. The fighter's handbook is taking it to that next level. Like, okay, what kind of fighter do you want to be?
You get to the nitty gritty.
Are you a barbarian rampager?
Yeah.
Are you a soldier? Are
gladiator?
you a swashbuckling pirate? What are
Yeah.
you? what kind of fighter are you?
And it gives you like different backstories and different information. And like she said, in other statistics you can add. Like you get a +1 to this.
Well, we know that with our dwarves.
Advantages.
We can roll up a dwarf.
Yeah.
And play a dwarf just right out of the player's handbook. But like for real specifics and you know, all the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
And what kind of dwarf and all that stuff.
Yeah.
These books are phenomenal.
They really are. They're so great. They just expound on.
They're fun just to look through. To be honest with you.
They add so much depth to your campaign.
They do.
Hal said he had a psionicist with body weapon in Dark Sun, but he died of thirst because the wizard dried up the well.
I've got $12. I put your phone. Where did I put your phone?
Why would you touch my phone?
Did I have your phone? Where did I put your phone?
Wow.
Okay, Google.
Phone.
Where's my phone?
It's behind my ass. There you go.
Why would you
put his phone under your ass? It was in between something. I forget why. It was here for a reason. I've got $12 on the Fighter's Handbook. Complete Fighter's Handbook. Fantastic book. $12 is a good deal. It's a great book. The Complete Book of Humanoids. So
that's fun.
What's cool about this is it's like all kinds of character species you can play in game that are not like your typical. So like here, let me show you. I think Wemmicks are in here, and I love Wemmicks more than anything in the world. It's just all kinds of crazy stuff.
I played a Gith Zero.
You can play a satyr. You can play a Gith. Well, Gith are now in 5th edition.
Really?
Yeah, you can play Gith. Orcs, you can play orc and half-orc, ogres, mongrel man, minotaur. There's rules for minotaurs. That is awesome. Wow. All right.
Tyra's got a good question. So can you use the fighter's book and the elven book together if that's what your character is?
So you could use like pieces from each one, but if you choose a kit, you would have to choose just one.
And it would have to be one that...
It's basically a subclass.
It would have to be one that suits your other character too, like your other qualities. Like if you're an elven fighter, you possibly wouldn't want to take the huge rampaging hulkish barbarian fighter kit because elves aren't. Elves aren't.
They tell you though. It tells you. I mean, obviously, certain races and stuff get bonuses. For certain.
And there are some that get negatives.
Right.
So if you did,
being a dwarven bard is not smart.
Yeah. And if you did get it dead set in your mind that you wanted to be an elven berserker and rely on your absolute brute strength to just plow through walls. Yeah, it's your imagination, so you can do it. But the statistics in the books are going to tell you, if you're wise looking at it and realizing, okay,
this is going to be hard.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, every time I roll the dice to see if I can do something, I'm going to have to subtract 2 or 3 from that roll.
Things are stacked against you.
Making it less likely, yeah. So you can.
That's what's cool about it. So D&D is so thought out. Those guys really sat, it was people, really sat around and thought, they had, and over time and made it better and made it better.
They basically assign a number result of a die roll to everything. Like if your wisdom score is 10 and your character is on the precipice of a pit and he's thinking about whether he should jump into it or step back carefully away from the edge, well, roll against your wisdom. You rolled higher than your wisdom score. Okay, you don't have enough wisdom to know that stepping off that ledge is not a good idea.
So is that called, I guess that's a brain fart? Would the DM be like, oh, you were thinking about dinner tonight accidentally?
And that's the job of the players and the DMs to turn those numbers into a story. Like,
yes.
Your goofy, happy-go-lucky little fighter character is rolling along, and he comes to this pit and he runs right up to the edge. Okay. Now what happens? You roll the dice to tell me what happens. Okay, so I'm going to roll the dice, and I made my wisdom check, and your fighter looks down and goes, oh, that looks very scary. I'm going to back up. But if you roll the wrong way, your fighter looks down and goes, oh, this looks absolutely great. What's this at the bottom? I can't see.
What do we got up here now?
We've got the Complete Book of Humanoids. I just opened it to look inside, and all the pages fell off the binding. That's that glue.
Okay, it's old
glue.
So
I had $12 on it, $10.
That glue
you just gotta get glue back together.
That glue from that period did that.
It's just bad glue.
What it is the pages are all still together.
Yeah.
It's just the book comes off the cover.
The cover comes off the pages.
All right, so $10 on
$10 Complete Book of Humanoids. But if you want to play in 2nd edition a Gith or a half ogre or any other crazy stuff, that's the book you want. Complete Book of Elves. Okay, I keep saying that this book is my favorite. This book is my favorite.
Casper Claiming Humanoids.
Thank you, Casper.
I had a friend played a Satar.
I played a Wemmick. which is basically a centaur.
And I want to tell you, I know
it's basically a centaur, but its body is the body of a lion instead of a horse.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool. They don't wear clothing, so she was a woman and she's just like ran around, boobs out.
Yikes.
You don't have to glue this back together. You can still open it, page through it. You can't unless you shake it.
Which is kind of what I did.
It's absolutely fine. It's not like it's falling apart.
Oh my god, is WrestleMania tonight?
Yeah, it's yesterday.
It's in Philly. Half the guys at my job.
Yesterday.
Half the guys. It's 2 days. Half the guys at my job are there.
So I know I already said that the Drow book is one of my favorites. This book is my legitimate, absolute favorite D&D book ever. The Complete Book of Elves. I lived on this book. Elves are my shit. That's me. I always play it. I usually play a half elf.
PG-13 stream.
I didn't say the F
I
word.
usually play a half elf because I like the balance. Like elves get some negatives to strength that are made up by the half elf side.
Yeah. I absolutely love elves in general. I love everything about all of them. And
That's why she married me.
Yeah, of course.
I'm the most elvish.
He's such an elfin.
Elf-like.
He's an elfin waif.
I'm elfin like the Keebler elves.
He's an elfin barbarian.
Will you give me cookies?
I give you cookies all the time.
Anyway.
Wait, are there cookies?
$15 on the Complete Book of Elves. Again, it's got a name written on the side. There's a name written inside. It's very typical. Fantastic book. All kinds of cool elven kits. Explains a lot. It explains a lot about. Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah, it's right.
No, I didn't. Wait.
Well, we did psionics already, didn't we?
No.
I thought we talked about psionics.
We talked about them because someone saw the title, but we didn't actually do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes, how blade singers are awesome.
Jack claiming the elves.
Thank you, Jack.
The elves are going to Jack.
What I think my favorite thing is in here is that it really breaks down all the different types of elves by like their age brackets. So like
these are the most ancient of the elves are this kind.
Some of the very long-lived elves can live to be 750 years old. What else? It talks about like so elves don't sleep. They don't sleep. They like rest. And they do like this dreaming thing, but they don't sleep like a normal people. So like it really talks about a lot of that. It talks about like their deities and stuff. It's a fantastic book.
Psionics, we talked about it.
We talked about psionics.
If you want to be Professor X.
We didn't talk about the book itself. So this book is in okay shape. It had a little bit of water damage at some point in the past, so some of the pages at the very back are a little bit wibbly. Other than that, again, it's all 100% readable. All the pages are still there. This is an older 2nd edition book. You can tell by the logo on it. I've got $10 on this one.
So many of my various books have a little bit of wibble in them because I used to read in the bathtub when I was little.
So these books were not meant to live forever. They're very consumable. So they were not. The glue's not great. Yeah. The covers are the best thing about them because they're like heavy duty.
Yeah, they're
the paper's not great.
Yeah, they're a couple shades off magazines, really.
They really are. But I'm a huge fan of the splat books in general. How this one, the Complete Psionics Handbook is $10. Again, it's got a little bit of water damage toward the back.
It's a wibble,
but it's still 100% usable.
A bit of the wibble.
That leads me to the Book of Artifacts. This is the only hardcover that we have up today. It's awesome. It's basically just like all kinds of... It's magic items, right? I don't even know what's in this one. Yeah, it's magic items.
Yeah, not your run-of-the-mill stuff.
Yeah, upper tier magic, very exciting, epic magic items.
That's one I actually wouldn't mind getting my hands on.
The book itself is in decent shape. A little bit on the spine, around the corners, is a little bit dinged up. Nothing too serious. All the pages are good. Again, you've got your name in there. A little bit of highlighting maybe, but nothing serious. $25 on the Book of Artifacts if anybody wants it. And nobody claimed the fighter. Nobody claimed the fighters, right?
Nope, nobody claimed fighter.
Or psionics. So we have ninja, psionics, and fighters left.
Flounder. Our Book of Artifacts.
Flounder is a wow, the spine on that's pretty nice. He's a connoisseur like you are.
He is, yeah.
Because he bought the big books out of this. Because he's a VIP.
He did the last time too.
Yeah.
The man has taste.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Not that the rest of you don't.
Seal of approval for Flounder.
Yes, the chef's kiss of approval.
Is it time for another segment?
What do we have left?
We have Encounters at Farpoint, talking about Mike.
Okay.
There's only 3 books left.
All right, let's set them up and do our our encounter at Farpoint.
Okay.
And then we have Life Liberty, don't we? Because we're talking about what we're going to go do.
Oh yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, we can end with that.
All right.
Let's do Mike,
Yeah.
these, and end with Life
Okay,
Liberty.
sounds good. Go to camera 1, Selena, and then do encounter at Farpoint.
Encounters. Okay, we've encountered. Now you have to talk.
Oh, we encountered.
We did.
Time for Bartertown. Is that what it says?
No, it just says Dana.
Encounter a Farpoint.
You should make ones for all of them.
I don't know who the singer is on this. It sounds like it might be. You ever hear this guy Lou Vancouver?
It's you.
Oh
It's
no,
not
that's
Lou
Lou Vancouver
Vancouver.
singing this.
No, there's this guy Lou Vancouver that's going around taking credit for all these
He's
songs.
singing- Lou Vancouver sings.
Is he
this.
one of the leeches up the street?
I feel
No,
like you
Lou
have to-
Vancouver is the lead singer of Men on Card.
I feel like
Oh,
you have to
he's
sue him.
not.
Yes, he is.
Kill me.
He's
You
the
have
lead
to
guitarist and lead
stop.
singer of
You
Men
have-
on
No, he's
Card.
not.
You have to sue him for
So Lou Vancouver is a friend of the store.
No.
For those of you that don't know,
No.
he's a professional roadie.
He's one of Penelope's in-laws.
What? No, he's not.
There's no relation.
There is no relation to Justin and Lou Vancouver. But they've never been seen in the same room together.
Well,
You
neither
know
are
we
Tucker
have-
and Batman.
A big toy show coming up.
Yes, Selena, put up the IATS splash for
The
me.
best toy show that everyone in the world has copied.
The one,
We didn't invent it.
the only.
It's a toy show.
It's
We
toy
didn't
show.
invent it.
We did, listen,
Our old partner
and I make no claims
and
to
close
having
friend.
invented it.
No.
I did not invent it, but what we did do is inherit it from Frank.
When
Lou
Frank
Vancouver
became partners with
invented
us, It's a Toy
Yes.
Show became Farpoints.
Yes.
Frank retired from Farpoint, and It's a Toy Show was carefully laid into our ever loving hands.
It was entrusted to your care.
Entrusted. Thank
Yes,
you. It was entrusted to our care.
We keep its memory alive.
We carry the fire.
We do carry the fire, and people are trying to steal the fire, and that's fucked up.
Let him try.
Anyway,
It's never the same.
We have important, exciting news.
Oh man, Keith, we'll have to ask him.
Will Lou Vancouver be at the toy show?
We'll have to ask him.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
know
good.
you're
There's a
paying
good
his
chance.
Oh my god.
Who's
You
paying
should
his
make one
personal
of those
appearance
scavenger hunt
fee?
things, a picture with Lou Vancouver.
Oh God, that's key.
You just gave a.
You gave a big hint,
I
but it
did.
was
You just
worth
gave a
it
big
because it was
hint.
epic.
So we're having a scavenger hunt. But anyway, what we want to talk about is the toy show. We have our first announcement for a sponsor.
Yes, I'm so stoked. Selena, BFC, bring it up. Ta-da!
Flippin'.
Blunt Force Consulting.
We keep getting
Hello.
all these awesome internet, social media, website building.
Yes. So
They
Blunt,
seem to love us.
Blunt Force Consulting, our good friend Mike over at BFC.
He's also a VIP.
He's also a VIP, but that's just our little secret. Mike is fantastic at websites. I'm sorry, I'm having
At
trouble
being
with
a
my
human
throat.
being.
I'm out of water and I'm just choking to death here. I'd say more things he does.
Consulting, being blunt and forceful.
What Justin's trying to say is that he doesn't know what Mike does.
No, he made us an awesome animation.
Our animated logo in the beginning was Mike.
Yep.
So Mike does graphic work. Mike does social media. Mike does websites.
It's
Mike,
really just one of his companies. We were like, which of your many companies
so
is
he
going
says
to be
he wants to
sponsoring us?
sponsor, and he does a sponsorship, and we're like, which one of your many companies will be sponsoring? Blunt Force Consulting, Selena, bluntforceconsulting.com, if you could type that in for me. Any websites you need, if you need a logo, if you need a video, if whatever, any of that stuff.
Yeah, anything that's going to help your business.
Be more businessy.
Advice on how to do social media, on how to have a website, or on like what your post should be like. He's good at all that stuff.
And we're extremely happy, excited, and ecstatic to announce that he will be one of the sponsors for It's a Toy Show this year.
Mm-hmm.
We are so grateful that he stepped up to the plate to help us out. Just all we're doing is covering the overhead.
I wonder if Men on Card should perform. Nah.
So if they do, our insurance is going to go up because one of the things they ask is if there's any live performances. The stuff I had to answer: is there going to be any political rallies? Do you have any cannabis products? Will there be any trampolines?
No politics at It's a Toy Show.
Will there be any trampolines?
No cannabis at
No
It's a Toy
politics,
Show.
cannabis, or trampolines.
No trampolines at It's a Toy Show. But there
Solid
will be Lou
rules.
Vancouver. We want to talk about. We are doing a scavenger hunt for It's a Toy Show.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be super fun.
We haven't hammered out all the details yet, which
Yep.
we should probably do because we only have like 47 days before the show.
So we're
It's gonna be fun.
we want people to come and spend their day here. Yeah, so there's going to be like 80 to 100 vendors. So you can walk around multiple times and not see everything. So that'll keep you here. We got Motley Q with the best food truck
You
in
won't go
South
hungry.
Jersey, if not New
If you do,
Jersey.
it's your own fault.
We got the Cheesecake Nerd. We're going to be announcing all this starting this week.
We're going to start making more announcements.
And we're definitely having a scavenger hunt. We might have some other fun things. Maybe a VIP.
BYOC?
No, I don't want to smell it.
Well, if you're eating it, just eat it quietly.
Oh, eat it all you want.
Yeah.
Dave, of course.
Only if I can bring my own trampoline.
We call anybody out.
What else? No camping was a thing.
You can sleep in your car up the road, just out on our property. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time. The show is
always phenomenal. Except no substitutions.
Yeah.
We are fully insured. We are the one and only. We are the original.
And we also have small...
we're going to be here. We got Tucker.
Oh, yeah. We are going to be here.
A certain small dog will be in
Tucker will be here. Apparently Lou Vancouver is going to be here.
There's not going to be any junky duck decoys. It's all toys, all comics, all collectibles. There's not going to be any, like, knick-knack bells or spoons that people collect.
You're not going to get tetanus from anyone, probably, at our show.
So, I guess that's our announcement for that, right?
I wanted to talk about Mike, which we did. Thank you again to Blunt Force Consulting and Mike, our good friend. Thank you so much for helping us cover the overhead for this show.
Yep.
It's a free show.
We still have a couple slots left for sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, if you have a local business or a not-so-local business that would like to be seen by...
If you want the Farpoint bump.
Listen,
or the Lou Vancouver bump.
Listen, I don't want to pat myself on the back too much.
Bump.
We have over 20,000 social media followers across our various social media outlets. We have a fantastic presence here on this road. We did the math 2 years ago, and we found out that in the month before It's a Toy Show, like 800,000 cars pass by this building
to see the sign,
to see the banner. That
we should really put up a billboard and charge for it.
You're not wrong.
Because we can make good money.
You're
it's
not
a
wrong.
Very busy road.
This is a very busy. You're not. We should.
And we're really good at social media. I'll never forget. Some guy bought something off of from eBay, and somebody was like, "Hey, there's a guy on YouTube talking about you." And we watched, and he's like opening a box he bought from us, and he's like, "This came from Farpoint Toys. They're kind of famous." And we were like, what?
I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I forgot about that. That was insane.
It's all because we've been on Peg Warmers.
Peg Warmers, 90% of the times we got recognized at the other toy show we did for being on Peg Warmers.
And also, we are like caricatures.
Farpoint is so famous that Tucker gets recognized at PetSmart.
That cracks me up. You don't get recognized.
No.
We're local famous people.
Yeah. I'm not going to agree to that.
Let's do these.
Tucker gets
recognized. Thank you, Mike. We're excited for the show.
I'm super excited.
Is the event up for the show? Can you put the event up for the show?
It's a toyshow.com. Slada, if you want to just paste that in. It's a toyshow.com. Please RSVP to the Facebook event if you are a Facebook person. No, it's a toy. Yes, it's toyshow.com.
Please click that, share it, RSVP to it.
Yes.
Please RSVP. We got to get an idea of how many people are going to come. Chris said he logged off.
He's hoping
he's
you'll
curious
get
because
into
he got a
the
few
leeches
requests
thing.
for the same day. I wonder who's requesting you, Chris.
Gee, that's interesting.
That's really
Chris.
interesting.
That's funny, huh?
You know what's funny? The Leeches had a food truck that we
gave them. We gave them the contact
because
information too.
There was a the first year we did this, we didn't know Chris because it was pre-pandemic.
Yep.
And we had a different food truck. They were decent.
I can't remember the name.
But they weren't. I could tell you, but I don't want to hype it.
Yeah. No, they were good. I mean.
Yeah. Robin Griggers. They were nice. They were good.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
But they were not Chris Wilde.
Well, no one is.
They didn't love us like Chris Wilde. They did not have that cooking for, you know what I mean? They didn't have what
they didn't win wing.
Sorry, Hal. They might have had hot dogs, but they didn't have
hot dogs.
Did they?
No.
Why would they have? They didn't have taco.
That was it.
It was a taco wrapped in a hot dog wrapped in a taco.
Somebody has done that. I'm sure somebody has done that.
Anyway.
I mean, isn't a pulled pork taco the same thing as a hot dog? They're in the same. They're cousins. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
We've talked about this many times. A taco is not a sandwich. A hot dog.
And this is the quality content that you'll never get on other claim sales.
A hot dog
as
is
opposed to the
I want to know what you all think. Is a hot dog a sandwich or a sub?
Why are those the only options?
So a taco is not a sandwich, George. It's its own thing. A hot dog might be a sub, but it's not a sandwich because a sandwich is a flat piece of bread and a flat piece of bread.
Keith says a hot dog is a hot dog, bun or no bun. Hal agrees a hot dog is a hot dog.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, technically,
It's not a sandwich because a sandwich has to have a piece of bread, stuff, and then bread.
That's what a hot dog has.
No, a hot dog has a bun which opens more like a sub. So if a hot dog is anything,
So
it's
is
a
it
sub.
a sub? Is a hot dog a sub?
I still don't think it's a sub.
Why not?
Because it's not.
Tara and Kimsey.
Don't mention
No one was going to, Tara.
We're not
until you
disagreeing. I
did.
haven't taken a stand on this.
I don't. So, a hot dog is not like a taco.
It is like a taco.
It's
It
not.
is.
It's totally like a taco.
Well, then it's just like a
The
sub
taco
because
shell,
a taco and a
a
sub
taco
are the
shell is
same.
shaped like this, no?
Yeah,
Is this not the shape of a hot dog bun?
it totally is.
Asking the question of if a hot dog is a sandwich shows the limits of the value of categorization. Thank you, Alex.
Preach, Alex.
It's someone who's had some book learning.
The consensus so far on the comments has been that a hot dog
He
is
took
its own
he actually
thing.
took a class on hot dog sandwich.
Claim.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to shut us
I thought
up.
you
No.
should have shut us up. Oh my god.
No,
hate
I would
that.
never abuse the bell like that. Because if I abuse the bell, you won't ring it when
Is that
I'm...
Michelle Littlefield?
Yes.
It is.
Are you Michelle? Are you like in the car, or are
You
you
won't,
guys still at the ice cream place?
If I abuse the bell, you
Thank
won't
you.
stop when I really ring
It's
it.
just like-
These books are about as old as Dan. Maybe that's why she bought it. She got it because it was from Dan's birthday. That's an inside joke with my friend Dan.
So here's the thing, and Keith has made a great point, and I think I agree with Keith. I think a hot dog is its own category because
That's been the consensus.
a hot dog, whether it's in a bun or outside of a bun, bear with me, whether it's has sauerkraut and lettuce and onions and ketchup on it, or doesn't, has nothing. You pull it out of the package and eat it. It's still a hot dog.
What about a hamburger?
Hamburger is a product. It's an item. It's not a hamburger until you take the hamburger and make it into a hamburger and put it on the buns and eat it. Right? Are you agreeing with that?
No, it could be a hamburger with no bun.
A hamburger patty. A hamburger.
It could be a hamburger. I can go say, hey, can I have a hamburger, no bun? They'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Hamburger patty.
Hamburger.
If you go and say...
Nobody says patty, unless you're getting a patty melt.
Michelle didn't go. She had her granddaughter and was tired. And
Oh.
the book's there because she just loves Disney.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
a hamburger, once it's made, once it is created... Now here's the thing about a hot dog.
She's gonna just.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
She
but
was the captain
stop.
of the debate team.
I was. So, okay. No. Okay. So, a hot dog, whether it's been cooked or not, is a hot dog. But a hamburger, before it has been cooked, is just ground beef. Another word for ground beef is hamburger. Not a hamburger or the hamburger. It's hamburger, right?
Well, are we getting into what something is before it's turned into it? Because a hot dog isn't a hot dog before it's a hot dog.
Before you grind up the meat,
It's
stick it in
pig
pieces.
lips and buttholes and stuff.
Thank you for that envisionary that I didn't need. So, a hamburger, yeah, if you say a hamburger with no bun, that's a thing. It's a hamburger sandwich.
Right.
My vote is that yes, a hamburger is a type
Why?
of
Because
sandwich.
it's still a hamburger not being in the
Because
sandwich
it's got
form.
the bun.
So does a hot dog.
A hot dog bun opens like a sub.
But your argument was a hot dog is a hot dog its own thing because it's
It
still
is.
a hot dog without the
A
bun.
hot dog is
well,
a
a
thing.
hamburger is still a hamburger without the bun, but you
It's
said that's a
not.
sandwich.
I don't agree.
A hamburger's not a hamburger without the bun is not a hamburger. It's a piece of hamburger formed into a patty of some sort.
I agree.
It's a sculpture.
agree.
Technically, it's a sculpture.
A hamburger is more a sandwich than a hot dog. I agree with Keith.
Yeah.
But I think okay.
Hot
So I
dogs
think
are
a
a sausage.
hamburger is a subsection of sandwich. But a hot dog, if you have to make it a subdivision of something, it's going to be a subdivision of subs or hoagies.
Okay.
Because of the style of the.
You heard it here first. She said hot dogs are subs.
No, I didn't. I said if you have to pigeonhole them. You know, so it's like a family tree.
Well, you can get a sausage and pepper sub. That's basically a hot dog.
You can get a meatball sub.
Yes.
What is a meatball sub?
It's meatballs inside of the bread, which makes it a sub. Like a hot dog is inside of the bread, which makes it, I guess, a sub.
Okay, so, wait. Is there a tangent bell? So I submit that in the case of a hot dog, it is the meat that defines what it is. In the case of a sub, the bread defines what the sandwich is. It is a submarine sandwich, which is a side. They're all sandwiches. They have bread and meat.
But there's so many different kinds of.
There's
Michelle
a bread.
Michelle
okay.
said the rolls are different, but there's so many different
Yes.
kinds of rolls for everything now.
Okay. So anything that involves.
What's a hot dog on a ciabatta bun?
Anything that involves bread and meat is technically some type of sandwich. I will say that.
Okay, I got
Taco.
one. I got one for you. When
A taco doesn't involve bread. There's no bread in
Okay,
a taco.
I have a question.
That's not bread.
When we were kids, we often had hot dogs, but not hot dog buns.
Yeah.
So Mom would take a hot dog,
Yes.
and she would cut it in half, and then she would split it in half lengthwise.
Yeah.
So that there were 4 pieces of this hot dog, and each one of the 4 had a flat side.
Yes.
She would then lay the hot dog, the 4 pieces, flat side down on a piece of bread, and 4.
Bill is here. He won. Does he know he won?
Bill is here. Bill, I don't know if you're aware, but you won Tucky Bucks this month. Congratulations. You're a lucky VIP. 20 Tucky Bucks are yours.
Jack, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. She would put the
But
she would
Bill,
put the
let
hot
us
dog
know.
on.
What is the cube rule? Let us know.
She would put the hot dog on bread, put another piece of bread on top of it, and feed it to me. Now, was that a hot dog, or
Yes.
was it a sandwich?
It was a hot dog.
But it was a sandwich because it was meat between 2 pieces of bread.
Listen, the term sandwich means it's something between 2 things. It's sandwich between.
Yeah,
You can get sandwich between 2 cars. They're not made of bread.
Stop.
That's what this was. A hot dog. Was it a hot dog sandwich? Was it still a hot dog?
Stop.
Was it a sandwich?
Stop. The word sandwich doesn't. Okay, let's back up.
She's so mad. She's
Let's
squeaking.
back up to 1407.
Or the Earl of Sandwich.
When the Earl Sandwich invented
Yes.
Yes,
the
Kevin.
sandwich. That's where the word sandwich came from, not
Yep.
the other way around.
Casper
Because he
wants to
put
see what
stuff
books are
between
left.
2 pieces of bread.
He did.
Didn't matter what it was.
Rocky says a sub is basically an over-the-top sandwich loaded with ingredients until it's about to explode.
He's right.
Y'all got me wanting to go to Sugar Hill now.
They're all
Can we go through the
sandwich
Go to
books
types.
again?
Pete's instead.
Can we go through the books again for Casper? Go to where?
Pete's.
Let's go through
that
this
EHT?
pile.
I'm not going
It's right by the farm.
I'm not going all the way to EHT.
Or something.
Let's go
They
through
are
these
good,
books.
I know.
Casper, we're going to finish the books and then we'll go back over what didn't sell. How's that sound?
We'll do that. All right, let's get on it.
No, listen, Rocky knows his shit. He is a professional.
I just read
He's
Rocky's.
in the food service industry
I just read
professional,
Rocky's input.
right? He does catering and
Okay.
other serious food things.
Fair enough.
So I believe whatever Rocky says is
Keith said, Penelope, Justin, can you read this trivia card? I don't want to because my voice is jacked up. Sometime later, a 20-minute rant about whether hot dogs are sandwiches or not.
I
Keith,
wanna-
you're hired
stop.
for my
Love
divorce
stop.
lawyer.
No,
Sundays.
wait. Stop.
You gotta pay your own way to the
Stop.
pyramids, though.
With the question, stop. With the question, it was so important, the wording. I wanted to make sure that the answers were read out loud by someone who could actually speak and be understood right now. Okay.
But the wording for her trying to prove me wrong doesn't matter at all.
Selena, go to camera 2. I'm not trying to prove you wrong. We're having a conversation.
The Great Hot Dog Debate 2024.
A hot dog is maybe a form
This
of
is what
sandwich.
this is
at
what the
most.
Putin and whoever our next president is are going to argue about what's a sandwich or a hot dog, and we're going to lose a nuclear war.
Well, if it's Trump, they're not going to argue. They're going to go to bed together, right?
Okay.
I just don't want 2 crazy people with
Stop.
guns
Okay.
in front of them.
Stop.
This is a 4th edition King Arthur Pendragon RPG rules from KOCM.
Oh, I love
Fourth
King
edition.
Arthur.
I can't believe you're not keeping this,
If it doesn't sell, I'm going to give
and I'll
it.
tell you why. Because we got married right back here.
Yeah.
Right behind here, we got
did.
married.
We literally
I-
did.
There are only
I have pictures of Stonehenge from that angle that I took.
there's only one set of triliths standing lists
Yeah.
at Stonehenge
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's this large of a trilith,
Uh-huh.
and we got married
In
right
front of it.
in front of it here,
Yep. Inside of it, not in front
kind
of
of
it.
right behind where all these people
Arthur.
are.
Yeah.
We're right back here, in front of this, between them and the rocks.
Yeah.
We got married.
Yeah.
They're
We stood there and got married
They're
there.
standing where I was standing when I was taking those pictures.
Rocky is my new food liaison to life. It is originally called a hamburger sandwich, but they got rid of the word sandwich because it was redundant. So it was maybe it was hot dog sandwich.
How much is the
Casper thinks a hot dog is a sandwich. Can we go back to selling books?
Technically, anything in bread is a sandwich.
food talk? Done.
Now I'm hungry. $20
Me
on the
too.
King Arthur Pendragon 4th edition with new Celtic magic rules with
Taken,
Stonehenge on the cover.
taken
If
at
we
the
don't-
wedding site.
If we don't sell it, I'm keeping it because it has Stonehenge on the cover, and that's where I got married. This is a Rifts book, Mutants in Orbit from Palladium. I've got $15 on that. I only played Rifts like twice. I don't remember
I
much
never
about
did.
it. $15 if you play Rifts. That's for you. It's about mutants in orbit, apparently. This is an Atlantis.
It's also
That's where we're gonna get divorced.
also a Rifts book.
No.
No, it's the pyramids.
We're getting divorced at the pyramids, not
You
Atlantis.
said that.
And Keith is gonna be my.
Attorney liaison.
This is the Atlantis, another Rifts source book, I believe.
Yep, Rifts
I've
World
got-
Book 2.
I've got $20.
Can you go through? Can you go through the ones we still have?
Yes.
Oh, David, unhelpful.
What do you consider a gyro? A gyro? Justin, can you put up the other books?
The other role playing books too.
What about a falafel?
Anything in bread. I'm gonna say that anything in bread can be defined as a sandwich, but there are subdivisions that override the main
Is that
division.
a pun? Was that subdivision
No,
fun?
It being a hot dog overrides the fact
can
that
you
it's
get
a
the other
sandwich.
books ready?
Was that a rush? Give me that.
Can I do what?
Are there any other, like...
We're putting them
Okay.
up, Selena. We're putting them up.
Okay.
Putting them up. Here.
Oh, I don't think we're doing the graphic. I mean these.
I mean, Casper said the books. You probably meant the indie books.
Subdivisions.
Yes. I guess I'm keeping this.
In the welfare, in the
I don't
shopping
need
malls, in the concert halls. Subdivisions. All right, we got fighters. Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
Complete Fighter's Handbook. I can't read it. Somehow we folded over. Post-it note. $12 on the Complete Fighter's Handbook. If anybody's into that. Next up is the Complete Psionics Handbook. It does have a little water damage. $10. And last but certainly not least, the best of the bunch. A 2.5 edition Complete Ninjas Handbook. $25.
The Ninjas of Edo.
For a minute I thought you were going to say the Ninjas of Eden, which very confused me.
We are watching a fantastic documentary on the on feudal Japan.
Yes. Resistance is feudal Japan.
I imagine it came out of the interest in Shogun.
It
Yes.
did.
Shogun is so good. Go watch Shogun. It is so good.
Casper would like to claim Psionics and the Fighters.
Okay, Cas, you got those? Man. All right.
In your hot little paw.
Yes.
Oh, nobody wants a ninja.
Casper, I'm also going to give everybody who claimed, any VIPs that made any claims on this stuff, I'm giving you the VIP prices because all this stuff was in the VIP group. So I'm giving you the VIP prices.
Oh, so if it was cheaper in a VIP group.
Yeah, they're getting the cheaper price.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, it's not just looking at stuff. They often get discounts as well.
Yeah, they get VIP pricing
Random
sometimes.
spontaneous
Sometimes
discounts.
getting first dibs is enough. You know what I mean on something?
Yeah, it depends on the item.
Yeah.
Is that it? Do you have anything left?
I think we're going to talk about where we're going tomorrow or tonight. We're leaving tonight.
Yeah, life, liberty, and the pursuit.
I expect to see life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's when we talk about us.
Plastic.
I think we don't always talk about us.
Pursuit of
pursuit of plastic. Plastic is happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're leaving after this. We're leaving
directly after the stream and leaving right from here and going straight to
Bye.
Upstate New York, above Albany. I forget Plattsburgh.
We're going to Plattsburgh, New York. We'll
Yep.
be there tomorrow. Tonight
Yep.
we're going to Fishkill, New York.
If any of you live between here and Plattsburgh, New York, I want you to see on the road. I want you to be holding up your Farpoint sign as we go by.
And
On
he'll
a
beep
jet
at
plane,
you.
close in a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack.
For those of you that don't know what's happening on the eastern, it's from Texas all the way up, right?
Yeah, it's not Eastern. It's like a slice across the country.
There is a total eclipse of the heart happening tomorrow between I think 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, depending on where you are in the country.
Every now and then, making love in the dark. Now I'm making love in the park. Nothing you can say.
No
Can I
news
say
on that
something?
soundboard with the
Can I-
7-second delay.
I want to say something about my husband, and I mean this. Give me your hand. I mean this
Oh,
in the
dear.
best possible way.
I can't wait to hear this.
When you are doing something stupid, you make this certain cute face. You do this thing with your mouth, and because you recently shaved your mustache, I can really see your upper lip really well right now still. And you do this thing where like Selena's writing notes and like please
No,
help
I'm
crossing things out.
When you do something
pre-cleaning this
stupid,
up.
Yeah.
you look cute.
Yeah, so he makes this little face like, I know I'm being a dumbass, and he does this cute thing with his mouth. I love you, just cute thing with your mouth. So, yeah. So the last time there was a total eclipse this close to New Jersey was 1970. The next time there will be a total eclipse this close to New Jersey will be 2078.
So there have been other total eclipses that have crossed the United States.
Yeah.
We just had one in 2017, but it wasn't a total here near Jersey. I don't know where it was total.
The closest to us that it was total was the North and South Carolina, I think.
Oh.
I wrote it all out on my Facebook. But we missed the 2017 one, which we probably could have gone to. It might have been a little closer than this one, actually. But I looked it up.
There was a partial in 77.
He did it. Did you guys see that? That was the stupid face. Did you see it?
No, he turned away.
She's just calling my face stupid.
No.
This is how she kindly calls my face stupid.
Stop. So we decided, listen,
And the dog's got his paws over his head.
last
He's done.
minute, we've been hearing about the
Hal
eclipse.
had to put on closed captions.
Hearing about the eclipse, hearing about the eclipse, hearing
Yeah,
about the
Rock,
eclipse.
we did have an earthquake.
Oh, I want to talk about that too.
I slept right through it.
So we've been hearing about it, and finally I Googled it. And because there's eclipses every couple of years. It's not that big a deal. But I Googled the details, and it's enough of a big deal that we thought, if we can, let's try to figure it out. So
it's
we figured it
also
out.
your mother's birthday.
And tomorrow is my mother's birthday. She would have been...
Old.
98? No, 89. Hold on.
No.
She was born in 36, and it's 24.
So...
88.
Yeah.
She would have been 88 if she was still alive, and...
Can you imagine Mom at 88? My God. She was 77 when she died.
She was 77 going on 130 at that point.
Then.
Yeah.
Not that she would have come with us on this trip.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I always regret that she missed my wedding, but she would never have gotten on an airplane to go to Stonehenge. So
I would have had
feel
to
that
knock
bad.
her out.
Yeah.
There's no way. I would have had to... She would have been an ambient zombie over my shoulder.
Yeah. So we're going to go, and we're going to...
You would have saddled me with her, too.
Where we're driving to, it's about 6 hours away, so we're going to go 3 hours tonight and then 3 hours tomorrow. But where we're going, Justin found a place. He looked at every single little city in New York all along.
With the help of George Scully.
With the help of George Scully. Scully
who tried to send us into, like, snow country again in the car.
Not our George.
George was like, go up to northern Maine or something. In the mountains of Maine.
They had 4 feet of snow.
No, he said go to Vermont.
So Justin found a little spot where the weather's supposed to be okay. Because we could have gone to Erie, Pennsylvania, which is probably closer.
The further east, the better, the clearer the sky is supposed to be. Now, weathermen they basically might as well throw bones on the ground and cut a chicken to really know what's happening. But it is what it is.
We'll see how it goes.
And I know, I don't want to go to a big city. And Buffalo's a big city, and I know it's going to be packed, and there's going to be tons of traffic.
And
there's still going to be traffic anyway, but I believe Plattsburgh is going to be a smaller burg. We'll find a Piggly Wiggly parking lot and park in it. Like I don't need to go to like Town Square.
No, like I don't need to be anywhere
special. You don't need to be in like Eclipse National Park.
No.
Yeah. So I think George made a great point. He said to find a cemetery, and that's a fantastic. That's a
cool idea, George.
I wonder if there's anybody cool buried up there.
George said entrails work for forecasting weather. Seconds after he posted that, you said George made a great point. I'm like, how off the rails?
When did George make a great point?
How off the rails are we about to just go?
I can't wait to be in a cemetery during the rapture.
Yeah. So
all I want is for it to disrupt internet connectivity enough that I get a half day off work. That's all I ask.
Is it going to disrupt connectivity?
No, I just made that up, but I'm hoping it catches on.
Oh. So, anything catches on these
days. That's my point, so I can use it as an excuse.
Don't let Tucker look outside.
I want to unplug my internet for half a day and be like, oh, it was the eclipse.
Yep.
And have that be believable.
I believe animals are smart enough not to look at the sun.
They are, or there'd be blind animals in the woods everywhere.
It's true.
So, people are making a big deal about it. It doesn't happen. We're the only ones dumb enough to be like, look at the sun. Animals don't care about looking at the sun.
Tucker's a little dim, but he's not that kind of dim.
Right. Animals are smarter than we are when that comes
in addition to the eclipse happening this week, New Jersey, for the first time since 17, what year?
No, there was, they've redone that. There's been one in the 20th century.
We had an earthquake here in New Jersey.
So I hear. It's a rumor. I slept right through it, so I don't know.
So he didn't feel it.
I thought a truck went by.
I was sleeping.
I thought a truck went by, but it didn't just go like this. It went like that.
I mean, it may have woken me up because I woke up like right after it. I barely had my eyes open and my phone was pinging. Yeah. People were texting me.
I believe it happened because everyone on Facebook said it happened, and that's probably a bad precedent.
Yeah. It is a bad precedent. I believe it because it actually happened, and it happened to me, so it happened.
Okay. Well, my wife said it happened, so I believe it.
My Aunt Karen, bless her heart, is a little bit odd sometimes, and
that's so kind of you to say.
The first thing I see is my phone going off, and I look up, and it's a text from Karen. Was that an earthquake? And I've just opened my eyes. I'm not the most pleasant when I first wake up. I rolled my eyes and put my phone down and went, and I was just like, this woman is daft. And then like my phone goes off again.
No, Karen, you're not still on the West Coast.
My phone goes off again and I pick it up and it's somebody going, are you guys okay? I just heard about this earthquake. And I'm like, what? And then I log into work. I look at the clock and realize, oh shit, it's 10:30. I got to get to work. And I get up and run in the other room and log into work. And all my guys at work are talking about it. I'm like, okay, wait a second. These are engineers. If they're saying it, I got to stop and...
Jack asked if there's a fault line. I guess, because I don't know why else there'd be an earthquake.
My aunt said there's a fault line called the New Madrid fault line. I forgot to look it up.
Okay. At any rate, when I was a kid, the worst thing that happened in our general vicinity there was a hurricane that was particularly tough.
You remember in Gloria in '85?
And we had to go in the basement.
That's Gloria in '85.
And when we came out the next day, there were trees down and stuff like
trees
that.
Trees were down left, right, and
center.
that
was the worst thing. Now I'm not saying make the world great again. I want our old weather back.
They evacuated Brigantine.
I can't imagine they wouldn't have for that. It's worth mentioning that we lived in Buna at the time. We were, 20, 25 miles inland, and we still had to go in the basement. I can't imagine what Brigantine and the city were like.
So since I was a kid, we had that one hurricane, and occasionally, there'd be a hurricane watch, but it was never get in the basement, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, we've had 2 or 3 major hurricanes. We've had 3 derechos, 2 of which caused major damage to my life. Yeah. 1 of which almost killed us.
Yeah.
And almost put my business out of business. I don't know if it's just natural. I don't know if it's global warming. I don't know what is causing it, but it's certainly happening. There is a change occurring on this planet.
In the last...
I tend to listen to scientists, or at least the majority of the scientific society.
Yeah.
And they're pretty solid on what's going on.
Science is pretty reliable, yeah.
Rob said he thinks we have a large old fault under us. It's very slow moving through Jersey. That makes a lot of sense. So we got eclipses, we got earthquakes, we got hurricanes, derechos, tornadoes.
Fire, flood, and pestilence.
So it started with the derecho. We never heard this word ever, and then I heard it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And now we're literally having tornadoes in New Jersey. That never... When's the last time we had a tornado in New Jersey? It's insane.
When I was little, Mom talked about a tornado that she swore up and down she saw a tornado funnel cloud one time when I was in a toddler. So you're talking mid-70s.
Yeah.
And she didn't say it to everybody because people would think she was crazy. But it's one of those. Everyone has their secret. I'm sure I saw a UFO story that they don't really tell everybody.
Yeah.
That was Mom's. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but story that she had seen. She swore up and down she saw a tornado funnel cloud in New Jersey when I was a toddler.
Yeah.
And until I was in high school, that was still by the time I was in high school, that was still okay, Mom, don't say that to people. That they're gonna think you've lost your mind.
It's crazy.
It just didn't happen.
Yes.
It wasn't common.
I don't know what all your eclipse plans are. I hope you have a safe Monday.
Don't get raptured.
Don't get raptured.
If you
plan on getting raptured, let us know. We'll buy your collection beforehand.
I'm gonna unplug the internet and swear up and down that the eclipse took my internet out.
Don't let Tucker look at the sun.
Tucker has good sunglasses and he'll be staying in the house.
All right. Don't let your animals, Jersey and Vader, and the rest of the Farpoint animals, don't let them look at the sun. Be safe.
I won't let Alexander Hamilton the cat out either.
Wear blankets.
What?
It gets cold during the eclipse.
Yeah, because the sun shuts off.
The sun gets blocked.
The heat shuts off.
They turn off our heat for a second.
It's true.
It gets chillier.
It does.
You don't remember when we were on the beach? I was like, oh man, it's chilly.
I mean, you're in the shade, but it's not like someone hit the switch and the sun's off.
I guarantee the temperature drops 10 degrees.
It's chillier than when the sun goes behind a cloud.
Totally.
You know how when you're standing in the sun and it suddenly goes behind a cloud? This is chillier than that.
I believe you.
Where was I going with that now? I was talking about
you were telling people to get their pets inside.
I plan on...
blankets.
We're going to be under the complete eclipse, so we might freeze in place. I'm not sure how that works. This is my first complete eclipse.
I'm bringing a sweatshirt, but...
I'm bringing an igloo. Listen, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for watching. We're going to send these invoices tonight. Please pay tonight.
So we can go on our trip?
Yeah, so we can pay our bills.
Yes.
Yeah, they have eclipse glasses.
I got eclipse glasses on Amazon. Hopefully they're real and they work.
They look like 3D glasses.
I get to see the sun in real 3D because I guess I've been seeing it in 2D.
So they say that you should not wear your glasses, your eclipse glasses, over regular glasses, so you should bring your contacts.
Oh, come on.
You don't have to wear them the whole time.
Wait a second, let's see if this works.
I mean, you're not going to know if it works. Can't see.
There's no eclipse.
Friends, neighbors.
I forgot my cereal box.
We can never end.
We can't.
There was a partial eclipse.
So, I'm trying to end the stream, and when I do that, I like to actually get to end the stream.
He hates it when I make him, when I do the things I'm doing right now, like talking when he's trying to stop.
Derail it. Listen, thank you for watching. We appreciate all of you, especially you VIPs.
Yes.
Have a safe eclipse.
Please do.
Enjoy the eclipse.
Yes.
Mitsubishi eclipse.
What?
Yeah. And
Tangent bell.
see you next Sunday.
Bye, guys.